Yeah, it should
Says it's
be
live streaming.
exclusive on your channel. Let me see.
Yeah, it says live streaming now. Got it.
It's on. It's to that channel.
All righty.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I may not work on hydro.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live. Perfect. Yeah, and we have 2 watching. That's too shabby. Starts
That's
with
very
2.
shabby. Two watching.
Lynn is in the
I'm one
attendees
of
with
them
her
because
hand
I'm
raised.
checking to the channel and probably
That's because
monitoring.
everyone's texting me and it hasn't started yet. So if he starts it, you'll start every 5 seconds I get a new one. We don't see nothing. So I'm trying to tell him. Lynn and Rob-
130 in a blink. 130 from 2 to 130.
You're welcome very
Just
much.
like that.
You're welcome very much. It's not just you.
Could somebody
understand.
bring Lynn to the panel so I don't get
I
an L,
understand.
please?
I'm there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's here. We have Peter,
Guys,
Robin,
log
and
in from every
attendees.
device because 192.
Can I be co-host, Mr. Mufareh or Marty?
You can be the sheriff. Anything you want. Yeah.
You.
Peter,
I'm going as
welcome.
quick as I can.
I
Hold
don't
on.
give titles. I don't give titles.
How's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Peter, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wow,
doing great.
so good to see you.
Good to see you
Robin
guys.
Noble's here.
Hey,
Welcome,
Peter.
Robin.
Hello, Ash. Hello, everybody.
Robin.
Evening,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello, Robin.
Bonsoir.
Hi,
Did anyone
Peter.
put this in the
Bonsoir,
back
Monsieur
office?
Ash.
Marty?
Hey,
And Susie.
Hi, Ash. How are
And
you?
Julie.
Hello.
Great.
Did anybody put
Hi.
this in the back office?
All right.
Please.
Anyone in the back office?
You're the man. If they see Ash Mufareh's signature, they'll come like that. If I put it in, they won't believe me. I wonder why, DeGarmo.
Is it in the back office, Lynn?
I didn't post anything.
Can you put it in the back office, please?
Ash is putting it in there right now, I believe.
I can try. I probably could. Do you have a text you want to say?
I'm here. Come see me. How's that one?
Where the you've been?
All right, Robin. I think Robin's coming. Why are people?
Robin is already here.
Then are you
Julie?
saying we're done?
Lynn's still trying to get the rest of the OTech pros. She's on the phone with them now.
Okay.
Great 360, guys.
We have, I think Oliver and
Thanks, Pete.
Bob are making their way here. I got to give them the link.
Yeah, for some reason, a lot of people are having a hard time getting to the top live for some reason. I don't know why.
You can just put the raw link to your YouTube.
That'd be the best thing.
Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
streaming on Roblynn.
All right. Yeah.
Lynn, you want to pop that in the back
514.
office?
414. No, 514. And good.
Well, the night we were on for 7 hours, we had 24 at this time. So I think we're making progress for sure.
If we make it to 17 hours, we can beat that number.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
A lot of people are confused, so busy sharing the link for the attendees.
Just tell them go to Roblynn or Lynn Nakamoto's YouTube.
No, it's Roblynn Live is all they got.
Roblynn Live's YouTube.
Yeah, it'll take everybody right there.
Yeah, it's playing now.
Oof. There it is. Lynn, are you posting your link in the back office also, please?
No, I didn't. Do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I got to fire Ash on that one.
The top dot live will take them right there. I don't know why. It's so
I
hard.
know, but there's, for some reason, because we announced it, everyone, because it wasn't on, so people are confused, they don't see it. A lot of them just nothing, they can't find it, so I'm making it
Okay.
easy for them.
Yeah, I'll make it easy. Give me a second.
There's over, let's say 500, let me see. Over 500 people are watching from Roblynn Live channel right now. Let's all of us, that's 500 something people, put it on your YouTube, your social media, just an image, this image, and maybe saying the top dot live. Everybody would be able to do that.
Or
Yeah.
log into the ecosystem and
Right.
check the announcement at the top. Can you check, Julie, if it's there? If it's
Yes,
posted?
I'm checking
Yeah.
it right now.
And check the link. It's that I put the YouTube directly instead of
Right.
the top.
Few people are texting me right now saying that they're on, so it should be correct, but I'll check.
Yeah, they have 687 on their channel right now.
Yeah, it's correct, Mr. Ash.
Okay,
So if
is it
you're
live
on-
there? Okay,
Yes, it is.
perfect. Okay, fantastic. All right, I think we're in business. Let's get going. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Please, as quickly as possible, as sharp as you can, throw all the questions in mind. Try to leave no question behind, nothing, so you can sleep with peace tonight, okay? So let's clear that out. I can ignite it by saying, what's all the buzz about? Like I heard everybody's on fire today. Go ahead. So if we can finish early, Susie, I can think we turn into Ash the Funny, maybe.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be cute, but let's get in business as sharp as we can. Go ahead, hit me. Don't leave anything in mind, even if it's a 2-year-old question or something in your mind. Anything. All right, don't leave anything in your head or heart. Come on. Now, anybody on YouTube, you want to ask a question? Come on, say who you are. They'll get you here. They'll give you the link, and we're happy to assist. We live for that.
I do have a question.
Julie, ladies first. Go ahead.
I know you've talked a little bit about the tech teams, the teams behind the scene, how they're feeling. Could you please, not repeating it, but kind of letting us know what is the spirit? How is everyone's doing? Exciting, pride? I mean, could you please talk about it? Because I know tonight we have different audience. We have more people coming on. I believe a lot of the users are listening and really couldn't imagine how amazing you, yourself, your team, everyone is putting this gigantic, to me, machine together. So if you could let us know how the spirits of everyone's behind the scene.
Definitely, Julie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I never get tired of talking about our team, our family, my people, and they're hard at work day and night. Just to be clear, Rob Gorman, I think we're squared. Okay, we are fine. 906 just at the start. Is that shabby?
Not too shabby.
Never. Okay, absolutely. So I think we should acknowledge there's extra effort. There is lots of pressure, a positive one, because we want to meet the challenges and the responsibility. There's a sense of accountability, but the one that stands out, pride and confidence. It stands out to the point where, like, we are in business, we're talking about every item, and we address knowingly that it's a matter of time. Like, okay, it's a something tiny. Once we are over it, we know we're bringing something historical. We're making something that will definitely make a big difference. But I'm going to add something to what I said today. So there is pride. There is a sense of we can do it, confidence. We're doing something unique and remarkable. There is that. But also how I feel about all of that. I feel for the first time, we have cultivated a sense of greatness, and we are bringing up something that will make a change. Let me talk to you about greatness. What I mean by that, you haven't done anything great in your life as a leader until you have changed someone's life. The reason I haven't had a presentation since 2018, you may wonder. Today I can tell you, I didn't have a PowerPoint presentation. Did I? Never. I did it. I put the seed out there. It worked out. It worked perfectly. Then I said, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to walk the walk. Once we're done, we can celebrate. Now I can talk to you. We will be doing the presentation, because I'll tell you what, greatness, or to do something great, is not about a great conference or throwing a show or a presentation. Oh man, they look so good on stage. But everybody where they are, nobody has improved a bit. Wow, wonderful presentation. And it's not great until it has changed somebody's life. Literally. What a wonderful book. It's not a good book, needless to say, great book, until it has changed or impacted somebody's life completely. And leaders, they start that journey to greatness. They're the triggers, the initiators. But the people who they change their life, their followers, are the center point of their greatness. And this is how I feel. I feel we just started the preparation for that greatness. And now you're going to see by the thousands, if not by the tons, of lives are changing. That's why I feel so great about what we're doing, and a sense of greatness all over on Passing.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So when somebody tell you, oh, wow, wonderful presentation, wonderful, event, it's not great until you've changed somebody's life totally. And now I can tell you, we're going to throw some good presentations. And they will be great. But after we walk the walk. And for that, I give you credit. You initiated the process. Julie, thank you. I don't have a clapper in this platform, so I'm going to have to do the manual way. How do you clap? We have a machine in our platform.
Way to go.
Oh, we got some good ones. They try to get your voice, Chris. And they got somebody like more Southern access.
Well,
Southern
Brad's not
accent.
here.
No, Southern accent and accent, and they ask, is this close enough to Chris?
No.
I said no. That's like more Southern from the South. Yeah.
All right, you said ask you any question, right?
Oh, you please, yes.
Okay, this is from the crowd.
Yes.
I'm getting loads of them. So this is a good question. Fair. You kind of touched on it today. It says, ask how much does Oak Connect cost? I guess they weren't there today. How much will you make if you sell one? How much will you make if you sell the second one? 3 questions in one.
Yes. So I will answer all of them. All right. On the paper that you sign in the document in the back office. All right. But because you asked, I will respectfully address it. The cost, the first 3 months will be as a package. So it's not a monthly, so it will be a quarter, okay? It's not annual, and it will be one package available. 1,000 seats unlimited. After the 90 days expire, or 3 months period, it will be more packages, smaller, bigger, different prices, but we will assess and revise the prices accordingly. Okay? So the first month, we're going to apply the monthly price, subtract all the credit you have, including the $97 for the founding members only. Non-founding members, just regular users, would not have that discount. So we will apply your $97 fully, not minus any fees. So there you go. And for the 3 months, you will pay under $200 for sure with the discounts, okay? And there is more discount, but the cost is above 100, okay? You know what? It's going to be out there. It will be $125 per month, but the founders will pay nearly third of the 3 months cost. You follow me? So you get in between the lines. So the founding members, but regular members would pay, the full price. Okay. Now commissions. I'm going to address that. It will be a good directly 25 because they said, oh, when they get someone, that is something I cannot get trapped with, because there you go. The minute you say someone or recruit or a person or or above or invite, you go to MLM, you go to network marketing. I'm going to talk to you frankly and openly. We're public, and let this be out in the public. Let me ask you a question. Would you like me to impress you with a good shenanigan? Okay, I'm just hypothetically asking that question, but please answer me if you could. Just a beautiful, attractive pay structure that I wish to give, okay, but it will not be acceptable by the regulators. And then we will be fixing, repairing. Or do you like to sacrifice that curiosity, the details, okay, and trust the company that they will give us the best of their ability, complying and staying friends with the regulators so we can stay here in business for long term? So do you want a quick fix as well, a quick crash, or do you want something for life that you go to sleep, you go to vacation, you go fishing with Chris Johnson, and you know you come back, you're going to have a company? Which one do you want?
Sustainable, please.
Sustainable. All right, of course. So if you are real about business, if you're real about your business, if you're real about passive longevity and the success of us / humanity in general, accomplishing something that has never been possible until today, if you're genuine about that, please leave it up to the company and our team, legal teams. And I can say now publicly, they're not going to like it, but I die for my truth, okay? I don't care. We have several teams, legal teams, multiple law firms, different locations, different regions, working around the clock. They worked on Sunday, they worked on Saturday, last week, tirelessly to make sure we are compliant and get a clearance, and you know, nobody will ever come question what we're doing. You want that solution, or you want something that you thought it worked, or something, oh, you're familiar with? Because if that worked, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So if that doesn't work, you should trust us doing it the way it works. So it will be $125 for non-founding members times 3. Founding members, about half of our population or our community, you will cut that to third of that, and you will get 3 months. For up to 1,000 commissions, you are going to get every time there's a sale. Think of sales and volume. They will come to us with the final terminology. Whatever they say, we trust their expertise. They have connections. They're checking with every colleague they have, every coworker they know, any connection they have, to make sure everybody sign off like they are okay with what we're doing without triggering anything. The words matter, and the structure, all of that. Remember, in legally, you would have to disclose everything in order to be compliance. You cannot say, well, it's a secret. So the minute you start, just to let you know, public information, the minute you start tracking people, naming names, when you say Lynn, Dan, Francis, when you say that, Gene, when you say that, you're in the questionable side. So we want to stay away from that. You got brick and mortar company, you want to sell the product, services, they're actual products. They cost money to build and to purchase, to have. If you sell, we'll compensate you generously, and you want to make sure we're compliant, we do it legally, that we stay in business for as long as you live or we live. You don't want this to be another cycle. We haven't been working 5 years and being beaten up every day multiple times. just to come out and like the next day, crack our neck. No, we have to make sure failure is not an option, period. We don't take chances. We will not take a chance. We will do it. But if you allow me to say something in line to what we've addressed with Julie, trust our intelligence, our heart, and have confidence in that and leave it up to us. Okay? We will thrill you.
Thank you.
When I propose something that multiple lawyers have to scratch their heads, some of them 27 experience, 35 years of experience, when they have to, oh, let me read the book and go back, you have done something wild, okay, that they have to check. It's not something, okay, black and white. It's ingenious, but is it legal or nothing? So it's not a twist. It's just, I'm giving them what they want, but at the same time, I want to brag about how generous we are. It pleases me, that greatness, to change the lives. But if you're just going to talk to me about money, I'm talking not now, like in general, like in the future. If you're going to be presented on passive, hello, I'm an unpassive. If you want to make money, if you want to make this much commission, this is how it costs and all of that. Don't talk to me, okay? Not my friend. Why? Because it's harmful, it's going to damage the journey. That's not what we're working on. It's a big part of the game, but it's not the main thing, and it's not the only thing. Ethics, integrity comes before. Meaningful process that is like productive or given a value to everybody involved, that is more important. Money, yes, important, but not the only thing and not the main thing, not the first thing. And you have to consider there are much bigger values before money. Okay, if you don't have a meaning to what we're doing, and it's just like yeah, big money happening for a short time, it's not meaningful. I wouldn't spend a day working on this project just because of money, monetary element. Needless to say, I will do it or die. That's impossible. I'm not going to do it or die just for money. Not for me, not for you, because you have every right to doubt what I'm telling you until you reach your wildest dreams of financial status, and then you will tell me if money was the most meaningful thing in your life. I have no denial that it does give you options. It is powerful. It's insanely useful, but it doesn't bring you happiness or meaning, or it doesn't set you on purpose in life. There are much greater values in life than just money. Yet there is money on passive, and we're the only company that I'm talking to you. I'm giving you a third, 30% of the cost of what we're using, for example, more products, more features, disruptive, third of the cost, top of that, giving you back. How could you, it's insane to compare. So no question, we will be the most generous. We will give you, something will never happen, I guarantee. And if I know somebody else will do it, I will revamp the whole thing to compete with that, because I want to be the biggest giver. It amuses me. I love it. I'm intrigued by being the most generous company, the most humanitarian, over how much we made as a company. Which one do you think Ash Mufareh would like more? Takes a genius or like 3 nights thinking, sleeping on it? No. We'd rather to be the most generous, impactful, meaningful company valuable over the richest company. We would take, without thinking, generating wealth for others, businesses, individuals, charities, organizations, nonprofits, schools, you name it, to help them cultivate that wealth and maximize it to the highest potential over us being in that category. I wouldn't think about it. So if you didn't get that, you will never get, no matter not what number I tell you, what percentage I tell you, it's not going to please you. Because you're going to have a number or a scenario in your mind or some calculations or, you know, and if it's not exactly like that, it will disappoint you. So the answer, I am disappointing you. So don't be stuck by the details. Leave it to the experts, to us. You're not going to get this deal. Nobody will cut this deal for you. No one. But if you're going to talk to me about percentage and pennies and peanuts and all of that, you're not getting the point.
Thank you.
Do I deserve lemon iced tea?
Yeah. Have a drink on me,
Absolutely.
brother. All right, I
Hey,
have more, but
I
I'm
have a
gonna,
question.
I'm
too.
gonna
But-
let Susie
But
McCray
I'm going to
go.
take it, I'm going to take it to where you said how much
just
you
one
make when
question.
they sell. Take it out of
Oh.
your brain completely. Take it out of your brain. But I will tell you something.
Okay.
I
Can I
found
ask
a
a
way
question?
to be compliant. Of course, Susie.
Okay.
But I found a way to be compliance, but the challenge is to be unlimited. Where watch, try to read the next 30 seconds, and if one of you get it, that's enough for me. I've accomplished something today. I'm going to take you back 2-3 years back, and I talked about how do I evaluate an ideal business. And I said, if it's not unlimited, I wouldn't do it. If it's not fun, you know, those, you know, I think I listed like 12 different pillars. If a business doesn't have them, I wouldn't touch that business. I wouldn't look at it. And I found a way to keep it unlimited, not to compete. And there is a benefit for us to win-win, to work together. I hope you can read that without pissing off anyone. So it's, the challenge is to listen. From day one, we wanted to play by the book, but we found that that book is so corrupted. Still, it's the book, so we cannot piss it off. I hope you know what I'm talking about. So I thought, it's your business. You can give out whatever you want. You can give away. I don't want to keep anything. It looks there is a corrupted system. I'm not saying in a specific country. All over. They stick their nose into your business. It's your wealth. It's your business. It's your revenue. You find a way to do it. That's already a challenge. But they give you a hard time. They aggravate you for the way you want to use your money. All right? Cannot piss off that book. So you got to play by the book. Not that it's easy, but also keeping the unlimited factor, the generosity, the uniqueness, the authenticity, all of the good qualities. Susie, you get
Hi,
two
Ash.
segments. Hi.
Thanks for having me. Today you were talking about OMail and integrating OTracker with the
Mhm.
OMail kind of. So, and I also see it being, you know, with other products. So will that be an offer in a package, or will it automatically come with it? Because I know OTracker will be a paid product, but will
I
there
can
be
tell you
certain?
immediately. I
Okay.
got it. You know, I'm fast.
You're pretty
Okay.
smart.
So here's the deal. If you buy it with any product that we have in the ecosystem, it applies to all of them. Single sign-on. You don't need to
Mhm.
activate code, copy all of that automatically. So whether it's an Academy, whether it's an OSTAT, whatever component that needs, if you purchased OTracker, anywhere, any location that OTracker in any application, the switch goes off.
That's what I
Yes, sir.
kind of thought. So I just wanted to
Of
confirm
course.
that. But I
Yeah.
think that's wonderful that it's automatic like that, as always.
Outside, you can still, on your own, you can do whatever you want.
Hmm.
Oliver doesn't need you to automate it for him, okay? Or Collins, or okay. So Bob and anyone, you know, so they'll just copy it, they play with it. Charles, all of the guys here.
Hmm. Okay.
So, but if it's in the ecosystem, a part of the passive work, passive technology is to apply our features, our technologies all across. So, for example, let me tell you something. Like when we have text, just let's say we have auto correction, like in when you're typing, spell check automatically. So there are applications out there. We could just buy something, but you know, we want to be genuine. We want to be original. Everything from scratch. It takes longer, it takes more money, more challenges, but it feels good when you achieve it, okay? And then the sky's the limit. Once you get it to a functional point, then you know, you scale it, you balance it, you build up, every time you grow a little bit. Now, when we have that, so we don't create it to a specific application. So we create that feature. I can sell it. There's something they call it API, okay? So I can sell it as an API. Companies and businesses, they sell it day and night, and I charge them by usage, okay? But we create that, and then anywhere it fits, that's AI, you know, component, we apply it. Facial recognition. It's in OConnect, it's in you know, O-Verify, it's in O-Staff for the check-in, the attendance, anywhere. So it becomes reusable technology. That's the beauty about having us creating everything so that we can own the internet and eventually own it.
Yeah.
Got
Hey,
it.
Ash.
So
Thank
there's
you.
so many
I'm sorry,
reusable
Susan.
things. So we create them as standalone, and then if you heard us, and you know, Mr. Kamal touched up on this last meeting. He told you about the progression. You know how we do the development. We go to the QA or to the pre-production. You know, the different phases or stages of production. But one of them is, you know, so we start as a standalone, like on a local server. Okay, it's not even live. It's not a functional thing. But on the advanced, like what's happening with OConnect now, the integration with everything else. You know, like when we create the calendar, sounds like okay, but then when you make it universal, calendar, contacts, my contacts, then it's universal. Live data in real time. You're in O-mail, you're in O-staff, you're in anywhere, you can retrieve the data live accurately. Somebody unsubscribes or quits or okay, in real time, it reflects on the data. It's live universal data in real time. So sounds like, okay, we created contacts universally. We created little things, but you have no idea how massive, and they add up. But the integration is the last thing. So now, once you have the technology, Susie and everyone, it's like you can reuse it. So it becomes faster and faster and faster. Does it take a
Got it.
genius to think like, okay, is it going to take us like a year or 2 years, 5 months to roll out the next product? Obviously, no. It's just, we've created and developed all the components. Now, a matter of integration, rollout, integrate, rollout. Okay. All right. Oliver, take it away, please.
Yeah. Hi, Ash. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everything. You just blew my mind with just for what you've been talking for the next
last
15-20 minutes.
Yes, last 30 minutes, not next. I haven't talked next.
Okay, that's fine. You just touched about compliance. I know compliance is very complicated.
Yes,
when it comes to compliance, being in the industry, compliance is very complicated. And you touch unlimited. Will all the products goes to the market unlimited? That's one of my questions. And if is that all the products are going to the market unlimited, game over.
There are more features, products, and things can be sold, okay, that you probably didn't expect to have them on passive than what you already know. And they're just on the verge of being rolled out to the market, and you're just going to say, what? Duh, I'm going to subscribe because that's another stream of income. That's another, value to give me credit. Like, who wouldn't subscribe to a travel product by OnPassive? Okay, just a bonus. Roblynn.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Who wouldn't? Who doesn't have a plan for doing something with travel? Even if you're unable to travel, I mean, you want to send the grandkids or neighbors or rent a car, you got to do something with travel services. All of us will use it. So if we come up with something better than anything in the market, we don't do anything normal. If we do it big. Something that will save you, always save you time, money, frustration, better quality, more features, more access, just because we're business naive, maybe, we decided to give you back. Split, share the wealth. It's beyond insanity. What's the level beyond insanity? Craziness. I don't know. What's beyond that? Genius? I don't know. It's messed up. But nobody will give you this. Nobody will give you this formula. It's indeed disruptive.
Yes, OnPassive is disruptive. We know that. But you also talk about API.
Yeah.
And you also talk about the challenges. Therefore, we do have a template. OnPassive do have a template to all our products, which therefore means if any idea comes up in any product with the template that we got, it's going to be tack, 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 and we are in the market.
It is a template. You're a genius. Okay, Oliver. Yeah. Your name starts with O. OnPassive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to be a genius.
Bam. Game over.
Yeah.
Game over.
It's all liver.
Because we are 10 years, I'm sorry, OnPassive is 10 years or 15 years ahead of the game.
All right, don't get me in trouble. We're talking publicly. All right, this shenanigan about
I'm sorry.
this shenanigan in Twitter and the other guys and
No,
you
no,
know
no, no.
who's going to charge and this and that for what. Today we're launching Check ONet today. Is it already Thursday? Okay, let's say Friday. Okay, Check Friday. The days are mixed up. So Friday, Check new ONet. Okay, you know, within this month we're going to roll out O-Verify. Say, who cares? Another 2-3 weeks. Who cares? Let's perfect it. We're just fixing. I mean, India is a nightmare. For example, like each state has a different driver's license platform template. We got to test that, feed that to the database, and build the AI and all that. It's complicated. So, but we're this close, so we're gonna have O-Verify. Listen, we're not going to charge our customers to be verified. All right, when Peter Surur comes to OnPassive as a new user, no idea. Okay, so we give him a certain time to be verified. Are you real? Okay, well, gotta put your name, scan, 8 seconds, less than a minute. You become a verified with a check mark status, and we become certified. You know what I'm talking about? Safety, Oliver, and all of that. Let's not say the names out publicly. Bob, you know what I'm talking about. So it's a long process, but in a few months we will be okay. And so you want to be verified with OnPassive, okay? So OnPassive icon or label. So now you do that. For doing that effort, we'll give you. We're not going to charge you $8 a month. You heard me?
Yeah.
We're not going to charge you $8. We're not going to charge you $8 ever. We're going to give you, say, $10 just for being real.
Wow.
We want real people.
Wow.
Now, if you're not verified, you're going to be labeled unverified. So this is how you do business. Real people, real products, all of that. So talk about that API, Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay, so that so that they're fighting for. Okay, leave the noise. Let them be cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Come here. More real, and we'll give you. You don't have to pay for what? Tweeting? Come, say all you want to ONet. Clean, kosher, halal.
Ash, you have to understand one thing with OnPassive. Our products are with AI.
But Oliver, that
Yeah.
that API,
Yes.
do you know how much I can lease it to those people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because if O-Verify is not the best, I'm not opening that to the market.
Bam.
Guess what? I chose to, but it's not there. Okay. When I feel good about the product, then I open it to the public as
Yeah.
B2B.
Yeah.
And just for being cute and fueling my arrogance or my ego, I want to split with you whatever revenue is, just because.
Wow.
This is insanity.
Wow.
It's a cow it's a cash flow.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Ash. Thank you very much. God bless you.
That's what I do.
Thank you, man.
And was it Rob who was trying to talk? Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, I should have raised my hand earlier instead of just talking out. Sorry, folks.
And by all means, like Chris, are they expecting me to run the show?
Well, I was gonna jump in there, but I thought, wait a minute, this is Roblynn. Get your butt
No,
there and run it. Come
leave
on.
me out of it. If you want to keep people here, yeah, you take it away, Roblynn, Chris. Okay.
Well, I didn't
help
even
Rob
make
if you
it.
need it.
Okay, thanks. I didn't even make it to co-host. Lynn's the co-host, but at any rate, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I've been a blue collar, white collar employee all my life. Killed myself physically, just like Chris. But let me say this. You, Ash Mufareh, are writing a new book. They're going to throw out the old book, okay? Because you're setting the tone for mom and pop on 5th Street in Arizona somewhere to make a living that they can be sustained on. That to me is uplifting humanity. And I stand with you 1,000% on what you're doing and how you're doing it. And it just blows my mind that we're having
just want to be great.
soaring with the eagles, and I'm proud to soar with you. Thanks for taking me along.
After I thought about it, Rob, I think I'll take a bullet for you. Let me explain. Let me explain. If I know this is what you would do for me, I'll be coward not to do the same for you. Now, I wouldn't wake up like, hey, if somebody shoot me because of Rob Gorman. But if I know you're doing it for me, I'd rather take it ahead of you. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So we're square, okay? 2,600, not too shabby, right? That's what I do.
Hashtag digital tsunami.
Insanity.
Peter. All right, I'm going to help you out, Roblynn. Peter Shore, go ahead and Ash, put a pad on that forehead because it's going to get hit a lot tonight, I think. Go ahead, Peter.
Hello, Mr. Ash. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. And I want to welcome Michael Williams since we haven't seen him in a while. Looks great. You look great, Michael. Mr. Ash, you said this open. We can ask any questions, even if you talked about it 2 years ago. So what's the status on the second database, data center that you mentioned a while back?
Working in prior. It's a long process, but it's under work. And our teams have traveled multiple continents. And one of them is upcoming this month, the 27th, in the UK. Comfort and Collins by Dell. They've been in Far East. They've been all the way to Las Vegas, Nevada on the West Coast, in Orlando, working on that, leaving no unturned stone, that we will create the most advanced custom hybrid data center. So it's not cheap, it's not quick, but make no mistake, we will not own it until we have our data center and our basically financial system. I'm just blunt. I'm not saying we're not gonna be wildly successful until we get there. We're gonna be wildly successful, but once we get to that threshold or that phase, when you own the data center we want, we have a data center now. Okay, now we are talking about going beyond the digital arena. When you get those two components, there's a life called after on passive.
So is that including the mobile data center that you talked about before? So you said they're not necessarily being physically.
We don't think, we don't want to get technical here, but I'll tell you what, Peter, we wouldn't say it and then create that anxiety of where it is and all of that unless we already know that we have it and more. You understand? So I'm not going to say I have 7 until I have 9. You understand? Okay.
Thank you.
But make Make no mistake, when we have 7, we have no less than 7.
All right, I'm got the handoff from Chris. So Collins Manna, talk to Ash.
Thank you. Just want to greet everyone in. Hello, Ash. Nice to be here again. Sorry, my voice is really getting
Sorry
worse.
to steal your sleep.
Yeah.
This business is doing it the same for me too.
Yeah. So I've got a message from one of our tech brother, United Kingdom. His name is Mohammed Khan. He said, in O Connect, can someone ring from phone? That means because he's thinking about the business part of it, where someone can just ring from phone, you know, into O Connect, just dial in when there is a meeting. Do we have the functionality for that?
To ring a phone, you mean? How?
No, you ring. That's, for instance, if there is a meeting, instead to connect by link, you can ring by phone.
I guess like dial, you know, like
You dial in,
ring
yes,
with,
you
like,
dial the
dialing, yeah.
number.
No, I don't think I'm interested in that. Why?
Oh,
Let's
he
work
just asked
hard to
because,
go backward. Tell him, let's think ahead. Yeah.
yeah. Now, yeah, that's the first question. All right. And then the second one, I know you talk about API. That's what I want to ask. You know, most of our products will be maybe standalone and they're all integrated within the ecosystem. So now, do we have a stand, like for instance, O Connect? When company come and say, all right, I want only O Connect, is there a way our API will be integrated to their in-house system?
Yeah. So B2B, just like an enterprise level, all of that. Not from the beginning. Later stages, we will branch off and the teams will own those departments, but the route will go like the sales structure goes with on passive. So even if they take their white label, all of that, they'll get a better deal than having the normal account manager structure, and they just milk you. Yeah, so we do have a plan for that, to sell it as a standalone API. For example, yeah, the O-Verify is going to be sold as an API. It's a pipe. You plug it in their booty, and you just suck cash. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it's really massive, because I know a lot of company will come, because we already know that company can have their in-house, they already have several applications.
Yes.
But the changes comes over time, and they can say, okay, we'll ditch this over this time.
But we're going for the bigger base. We are not going after, like, you just go get trapped by fewer customers. So we're going for the market.
Yeah.
Get everybody in. You become the traffic or target. No idea what that means, but we become the hunted, and then it gives you more value, and it increases the value of the product itself. But yeah, sure, we're open to that. There's some products you will be able to become an agency. So for example, you want to become a reseller in London or in the UK, example, okay? We can give you the selling rights, or if you're either a global leader or, if it's a physical product, you can become a global distributor for a certain product. You have exclusivity for that. But so for example, there is I don't know, booking example. So there's the free benefits, okay? Freebie, so more volume to come to OnPassive because of what we have. There's a traveler level, and there's a travel agent. Why not?
Wow.
Or you can have a franchise.
Yeah, so
Nobody talked about a business opportunity and creating a specific truck or vehicle, and you can purchase that and employ people and have one of the cheapest franchises and little skill, but with background check globally, anywhere you want, and you have a business. We'll give you the business model, and you can monetize. Yet we put the revenue in the tank.
That is fantastic. Thank you, Ash.
You're
All
very
right.
welcome. That is a
Thanks.
service. I was talking about Lux. What is that? LUX. It's abbreviation for luxury and deluxe. It's like a mobile service that will go to your home or office and do some service, and anyone can get that vehicle or agency. So that is also on the verge of being announced. So lots of work. And I know it's painful. You don't get it. I don't expect you to get it, but I'm just saying there are different positions or levels that you can acquire in the company. How far you want to go? You want to be bothered by the noise we're making, or complain, or go away, or hide, or you want to be one of those who make the noise?
Phew, man, oh man. It's getting better and better as the time goes. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Collins. And over to you, Gina Leva.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you, Ash. Ash, when you were talking about the regulators, I think one of the most disruptive things that you have said today, at least to me and possibly ever, is when you said that you have found a way to be compliant and also unlimited, creating a win-win where I guess people working together. I have to go back and listen to what you actually said because you said it quickly, but where people working together, there's a benefit created, and that's disruptive. The way that the world has been, the way the book has been written, and of course we know that the book as it's written now, they don't want the people to succeed. They want the few to succeed. And so now you're rewriting that book, as Rob so beautifully stated, and the way of the future is collaboration. And so if you have found a way to be compliant in the book as it's written now, and also unlimited, and where people can work together, where the benefit is amplified, that to me is
Without biting each other, yeah.
It's so disruptive and so
It is disruptive.
beautiful. Yeah, and it's the only way, like I've said many times, we're thinking differently. I think it was on a Roblynn the other night, that thinking differently is the only way that change can occur, that we have to think completely outside of current thinking. And so this is that. And so I'm so honored to be a part of something that is going to absolutely turn everything upside down in a beautiful and loving way. And I want to thank you for that, Ash.
The
Thank
key
you.
is for it to last. You're very welcome, Gene. And no, I didn't say it fast enough because I made a mistake. I told you to listen to the next 30 seconds. So I set just a short clock timer to myself. No, it is ironic how after all of this experience in life, you get to understand human behavior more. Is none of us here would see things. It's hard. It's a very advanced level when you see things totally subjective and stripped away from your own emotions or benefits or that it has any connection with you. It's hard. Most people will start from within, outside, and everything goes back and forth to self. That's how people understand things. And if things, when no matter how good they are, how fair they are for them, But when they go a little bit offline, they see, well, Christy is getting ahead of me. Just human nature, they get alarmed by that. And they would do anything to compete. So competition could be destructive within. I've seen many companies, they create their own, or they dig their own grave by having a sense of competition. Okay. So the other day, the team made a mistake and they said, enter the competition or something. I said, whoa. There's no competition and I'm passive. The surprise is giveaway about you too. Take that away from your vocabulary, okay? No competition, all right? Competition is not about how better you can get, how much you can produce, how valuable you can be, or how value you can add to others. Competition is about you being ahead even if you're making less or earning less or achieving less than the others. So competition could be really destructive and negative. So I am delicately aware and working to make sure that we work together as a family, and if you don't win, I don't win as well. You follow me? And I don't mean Ash company owner. No, I mean any of us. So we only win together. And if you lose, I lose too. So if I tie up our winning relevantly together, then I think we'll always wish good to each other and will not try to harm or throw a stone in somebody's steps, or you know what I'm talking about. You don't try to trip somebody just because you want to be ahead of them or because they're getting ahead of you. So that is dangerous. So there's a big challenge. How can I create a model where people work together? They only grow together. If we lose, we all lose. Okay, so be careful with that. So we work as a one united big family. And if that model succeeds, I think global leaders and kings and presidents could take a lesson with us, how to unite their population. I'm not saying we did it, but that's what we strive for, hopefully.
All righty, let's swing over to Bel Air, Maryland. Hello, Mr. Takusi. Bring it.
Hello there. Hello, Ash.
Hello
Good
there.
evening.
Hello, Bel Air.
Good evening. Greetings from Bel Air. It's good to be here. Good to see everyone. I was actually trying to catch up with OP360. Today I was listening and my mind was being blown away by you, Mr. Ash, when you talked about.
I think Roblynn Live crushed it. Let's be honest.
I mean,
I'm not saying numbers don't lie.
I was hearing you talk about O-Tracker being integrated in O-Domain and O-Mail, and then O-Connects speech-to-speech translation real-time with maybe millisecond delay. And then we got the call to come here.
Speech. Yeah, speech-to-speech.
Speech-to-speech,
some
yes.
idiots think that's a mistake. No, that's speech-to-speech.
Speech-to-speech, yes.
Speak in English,
translated
in
French. That's
in,
been my dream all along. I mean, everybody who listens to me, yes.
It's not a typo, or
that is revolutionary on its own. But I want to focus.
Nobody has it. Nobody has it.
Yes, I want to focus a little bit on compliance, security, and compliance, because you talked about, and that piqued my curiosity and attention immediately, because actually, Mr. Ash, I'm a certified governance, risk, and compliance professional. So I have great interest in this
step
area.
away from being a king. Wow. Can you say that again?
Certified governance, risk, and compliance professional. That's
yeah,
my current
role. We have a department. Okay.
So we examine the security posture of hundreds and thousands of companies. So beautiful. I really appreciate what our legal team is doing. We are in over 200 countries. what they're doing is what keeps us. You know, in terms of our technology and everything is fine. We're going to the market, but what keeps us going, as Mr. Ash says, for the next generation upon generation, is our compliance. Every country, all these 200 countries around the world that we are in, they have their own laws and their own regulations that we must comply with. So that's what our lawyers are out there doing. But let me take a moment and just.
And Peter, you can ask later somebody, what does it mean to have a safety certified data center? Okay, so we're not just making, building a data center.
Making it up.
So you will explain it to him, Bob, one day. Okay.
Okay. There is. I want to explain how robust. I'm speaking now, looking at it from the outside, with my background. How robust OnPassive is when it comes to compliance, the way I see it. I think, and rightfully so, that OnPassive is built to withstand current compliance and future compliance regulations. And I'll cite you a specific example, Mr. Ash. About a few months ago, maybe four months ago, there was a new regulation that came out in Europe. In Europe, it's called DORA, Digital Operational Resilience Act. Our lawyers will tell you this, sir.
DORA, D-O-R-R-A. Yep. It
is actually tailored towards financial services organizations and their critical third-party providers. We know OnPassive, we know our services are going to be critical to any company.
Yeah.
Right? So we fall in the preview of this regulation. Yeah. But when I looked at the stipulations of this regulation, I was so, in fact, I say this with profound humility and love to you, Mr. Ash, and respect. I was so excited because when there are about 7 or 5 stipulations of that law. OnPassive meets every one of those. You see? So that gives me the courage to say that we are designed, OnPassive is built, and this is because of the way OnPassive is built with security from the ground up. So it meets current laws and future compliance regulations. You know, so when you talk about our lawyers being all over the place, different teams all over the world, that just rang into my mind. And I wanted to congratulate you and all our lawyers who are doing what is needed right now. And I've been telling my brother Oliver, I think this is what is going on now. Here's what is happening. They are making sure that crossing the T's, going to each of these countries, because every country has their own law.
Yes.
Even in Cameroon, where we are from, even though we think it's a third world country, no, they do. OnPassive is going to present themselves to that country, show them, sign some documentation and all that. But in terms of our security posture, I think OnPassive is wonderful.
Bob, let's kind of simplify it for everybody who's listening publicly here, there, just a piece. Okay, so compliance, there's a legality for documentations and papers and all of that. There is compliance for your data center. There is your compliance for technology. There's compliance for security. That's a big one. There's compliance and safety for your logistics, like the building, the sanitation of your staff and their health insurance. It's to
massive.
The point we have 2 compliance departments now. One in Dubai and one in Hyderabad. Wow. And they are, they're making sure whatever we do is going to be certified, is going to be compliance.
Yes.
All right. So because we take it seriously, and then you take the financial aspect, taking money and paying money, and then you have being a domain registrar.
Yes.
Add that to it. I think you got all of that.
O-Verify.
There you go.
O-Verify.
And the data aspect. Thank you so much. That's why I call you BBB.
O-Verify, for instance.
What does it mean? BBB. Better Business Bureau? No.
Better Business Bureau, yeah.
No. Big Brother Bob.
Whatever, Ash. So I mean, we are. I'm very, very excited.
Garma, what does M mean? 4 M's. My main man, Marty.
I was afraid to
Yeah.
ask. Okay.
I'll just leave it there. There's a lot that I have to unload, but
All right,
I'll yield.
BBB, go ahead.
No, I was just going to add, for instance, even O-Verify is a product that when we look at the data that is being collected in O-Verify, we consider that in data classification, it is restricted personal data or personally identifiable information, which means the system that collects that data must be secured, it must meet certain regulatory requirements, and this our guys are out there making sure the systems are in place.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what we do.
Yep. Thank you, Ash.
Strive
Thank
for
you.
excellence. Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Rob,
BBB.
thanks. Ash, thanks. And let's go over to Charles Osang. Hi, Charles.
Hi, guys. I'm glad to be here, just absorbing it all.
You're exploding.
Having fun. I'm always exploding, Ash. Ever since I met on Passive, I have been exploding. See?
Yep.
So I've got a little question, but first,
I feel explosive too, but I don't have the bombs behind me. I just have the toys, the playground of Unpassive. I just need to put the train.
Man, you don't even have any idea what you have put together. A bunch of explosive individuals. That's what you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a question.
The bomb.
That's right. So I do that. I want to touch on the question that somebody sent to Chris, and he was asking about commissions and stuff. I just want to say that we have to trust the process, trust the guy at the helm, and the people,
I agree with you.
the team he has put together. Because from day one, I've always known that he wants to give it all. He's not interested in becoming the richest man in the world. No, that's not his goal. So, and also we need sustainability, like you said, longevity in the business. So just like Jane said, we want to be here forever, right? And we know what you're doing is going to be great for everyone, right? So together we're going to make things happen.
Absolutely.
Just relax on that. But I know, Ash, that was struggling to be self-sufficient at the end of the day. To me, that's the biggest thing, that every time I think about it, like, we're not going to need anybody. We're not going to go out for anything we want. Eventually.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Eventually, right?
Yeah.
So now we look at
the reason is to achieve total freedom. You cannot achieve total freedom and be completely unleashed, uncuffed,
right?
Unless you take away all those barriers. Unfortunately, they work against you. They slow you down. So it takes a while to build your own field.
Yeah, we know it might take a few years, but we're gonna get there, right?
Of course.
So one of the things that I look at, we need to find a way to get out of, like, as soon as we can, the email. I know that we want to make sure people are human. So we ask them for alternate email, and we use alternate email. But we have our old mail, which is disruptive anyway. Because for those of you who are familiar with all the different email exchanges out there, the old mail is hands down the best. And we're not even done yet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, or I'm asking you, is there in your mind any point in the near future where we're gonna find a way to get rid of the alternate email so we don't depend on those other carriers?
Absolutely. Keep in mind, there is a smart sign in, like or sign like a new registration without a phone, without, like, you just need but later you just like create a username and come in with us, like mail or an ID number without that backup. The founders program over time is going to fade away over time. I'm not saying, so we're still going to give a year to our founders complete benefits, and the to validate people outside Unpassive is going to be something. And you know, to get people in, there's not going to be a need for any other way. You just need on passive.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's obsolete. Yeah. Is my text on the background the opposite way, or is it mirror?
No, it's correct.
So the way I see it is flipped. Believe it or not.
Turn the mirror off, Ash. Turn the mirror thing off.
Okay. Oh, mirror. Better or same to you?
Same
Didn't change?
You changed yourself. You didn't change the
It
trust.
changed for you, right?
Yeah.
Technical, man. Technical.
The reason I was saying that actually because we don't even we want to just I know what I
You know what we went through today, Charles? Okay, because you know I talked about silly thing now here. So when you click start or connect right now, first of all, you go to the template where at the bottom there's a green play or start, right? So that's like two starts. So you click from the back office if you're the host. Have you generated a webinar? Like when you create a webinar, you click the back office, you go, then you turn AV,
right?
The audio, video, okay? And then at the top left, you enable the camera, the mic, audio, video. So 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks eliminated.
So now we just
So you click
and
start,
we're
you're
good to go.
back there, and by default, the speakers, their cameras are enabled. We cannot see you unless you give a permission. I cannot hack into your camera. So you still, but that's like one step, one click on your, if you want to talk or you want to appear. And we made it 25 speakers, up to 25 speakers.
So that's great. So as that means
5 by 5.
You know how people used to like the attendees who come in,
yeah,
and they need to internally turn on or turn off the microphone. They don't need to do that anymore. Because remember, O Connect had its own.
Yeah, I was talking about that. Okay, so let me remove that. By default, they listen, right? The mic, so the audio and the video, right? The attendees, not the panelists, not the speakers, right? Let me make sure it's open by default.
Right.
Sure. Keep going.
That's important because those attendees are not, a lot of times, a lot of them are not sophisticated, so they get confused, right?
It
So
only gets easier, yeah.
Right. So the OMail, here's what I see in the very near future for OMail, right? And I go back to when Google or Gmail came to the picture. And by that time, a bunch of us were using Yahoo. I was using Yahoo.
Yeah. I understand.
And then Google came to the picture.
Man, they're dead, man.
You know what I mean? So in the next 3, 4, 5 years, OMail is going to
that's 100%. There's not going to be a need for alternative. Yeah, we're gonna smart sign on, like sign in, like register smart, like just ID, and user ID. Like it could be just your OMail ID.
Now, another quick question. verify. Are we gonna need to go to email to verify, or just put your ID, AI reads it, and that's it? Do we need to go to email? If
we need to give you multiple options, like because one doesn't fit all. So different countries, different, you know. So you can we want to offer the video verification, okay, with any document, any legal document.
Okay.
Passport, birth certificate. So if you do that, that's fine. Most people are going to need, address, this, that. So we want to make sure it does the job, but in the most simplistic way.
Yeah, because I know one of the things that we are all going to have to do is help founders and people. Yeah.
Listen, and we are well aware, and we're increasing our customer success power and force. So we expect a good, surge in the beginning, that they need some attendance, and we will cater to that. We'll give them the help they need. We will make sure everybody is verified. Not going to take you, half an hour. It's not going to be back and forth. We will work with you. We'll get it done. Some people, like automation. Some people, they're like to talk to a human. We'll get it done one way or another, no problem. But it's not going to cost you. It's not going to take much of your time. But it's very good to have it. It's so powerful to have it.
Yeah, and I'm just going to round up by saying that I am relaxed, and I hope everybody else is relaxed.
Yes, yes. Just like you said about the company, the direction, all of that.
Right.
Also, the same goes by the O-Verify. Same thing.
Yep.
Leave it on this big, heavy shoulder.
I know, right? As long as you're there, I don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
If I worry about it, it means you don't have to worry about it, right? So I'll let you worry about it.
That's what I do.
Thanks a lot, Charles.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
And over to you, Sister Comfort. You are the 2-a-day girl. Bring it.
2 a day. That's when you're over 85, I guess.
Yes, I am.
When you're near 50, right? 1 a day?
I don't know yet.
That's a pill. It's called 1 a day.
Oh yeah,
That's for older people, not for
I
you.
think I
Yeah.
know. I think I know that. Yeah, thank you. Right, Michael Williams.
When you're married, you need 3 a day. When you
When
have
what?
kids, you need 7 a day.
Oh, so how many do I need then?
Myself?
Me, actually.
I'm kidding.
Well, about you, I'm worried.
You
I
don't
don't.
need any. He told you
Okay.
the two a day.
So yeah, all right. Let's
All
go
right,
with that.
everybody. Comfort is doing webinars twice a day, one at 8 o'clock and one at 4 p.m., right? Eastern time, correct?
Yes.
That's what it is. People are now going to think about what pills or drugs they're talking about. No, take it easy. You
Trying
need
to
a
be
pill.
abnormal like you, but I'm not getting there yet. Yeah, I was
Good
just,
job. That's a lot of effort. How could you do it?
I don't know. Thank you. All right. Thanks. Thank you. Greetings to everyone. Hi, Michael. I'm happy you just smiled because I was going to ask how much it costs today. Since I saw you were not smiling until the time I was about to speak. So I think you read my mind. So keep it coming.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I shall have a few, I have a few questions if Rob will let me. But
Number one.
if you think it's not important, I'll just let go at some point. Yeah. If I understood you well, at some point you said, I think O-Tracker might be integrated with O-Mail. Did I get you that well?
Yeah.
So what I'm wondering now is, one, is it just a strategy to sell O-Tracker, or is it that O-Mail is getting at some point to become a paid product, or is this just another form of generosity from you?
When you purchase, O-Tracker is a paid product. When you purchase it, one of the applications it will apply to is O-Mail. O-Mail is for free.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, there is O-Mail Pro, paid.
Ah, all right. I get the
But
difference.
But if you have O-Tracker, you already paid for it. Okay? So I don't think it has to do anything with selling O-Tracker. But if you get O-Tracker because you already have O-Mail, so it will give it more analysts.
Okay, thank you. So about all right. So about O Connect, you also made us understand that when we go commercial, it would be upgraded like once a week, or as of today during the 360, maybe once a month, weekly. Yeah. So
every week there's a double build up and release, build up, release.
So would every release come with a price, or you just maybe
Value
leveling up,
goes
and
up,
then
not the price. Value goes up.
just
Yeah.
the value and price remains where it is. All right. Another one. For those who are, many people have asked this question, so I really want to hear from you too directly.
Sure.
So many people who are joining now, let's just call them resellers. We are affiliates to make the difference. So people who are joining now,
yeah,
would they would they have the same traffic driven to their business like us, the early bird affiliates, or is there going to be any
the
difference?
one that is done by the company as a part of marketing campaigns and testing, okay, and we have invested tens of millions so far on those. Those are so far have been exclusive to the founding members. Even we have a big lump sum of traffic we haven't allocated yet. So that's a part of, you know, the buzz that is coming up. So we will allocate. Remember, we needed to take care of the refunds, us giving back the $97 for the founding members. We need to see who just want to bail out. Okay, totally. We're giving them a last chance to, and all that has to settle, and then people and see where they stand with the business. Then we allocate, and then that's just a plus, and then we go live. There's always going to be exclusive traffic and marketing campaigns for the founding members, and we're not promising the same for the new upcoming user. To be frank, I know it's not what they want to hear, or maybe not what you want to hear, because you might want to and use it as an incentive to the newcomers that there's traffic, all of that. But truthfully, the exclusivity is more superior to the founders, if that makes sense.
Sure, it does. All right. So last one, really quick, please. I'm sorry, Rob. So, many people are still coming. This problem has been consistent. I'm not sure if it's the right word. Many people
program.
Say again, please.
You said program. What's
question? Is a I mean, there's a problem with
okay.
a few people for a very long time now cannot access their own mails and stuff.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
7,800 to be exact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that which means you know exactly what's happening and you are on it. Is that? I just want to get the assurance.
Yes, problem solved. So there are people who have registered quickly, very good, sharp people, and then when we adjusted the data processing between founders or mail, all of that, like the universal data, they were off margin. You understand? So that structure didn't apply to them. So a couple of times we did something like a query, okay, to fix that segment, but it kept breaking because it's just like an attached or a patch, that kept falling off every time we make a change. So we thought we're going to have to restructure the whole thing one time, including everybody. So now we did that. We tested it. It's going live today, assuming your time is Thursday, okay? So today is going to go live. Don't take every time we're like 1,000,000 certain about something, and if I say it, they invent something to disappoint me, okay? Or make me look bad. So, but just any day it will go live, but it's been tested, it's been developed, there's solution, it's not going to happen. This is just, for a quick batch of people came in quickly. We've fixed that. We know what it is, and it will be, like I said in the beginning, live, universal, real-time data all across, single sign-on. So whatever happens in OConnect happens in My Contacts, happens in OMail, on passive user. It's all connected. That's massive. It's more complicated than most people think. but it's done. It's over. You don't have to remind me. I guarantee there's no one is going to be behind.
Right.
No one. Okay.
Thank you, Ash. That's very reassuring. Thanks.
Unless, like Chris rightfully said it, they choose to.
Yep,
Yeah, he's a wise man.
he is. I know.
CJ.
Thank you, Ash. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Comfort. And I did mean the 2 days were 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Thanks for clarifying that, Ash. I'm the one that takes the 2 days. All right, let's swing on over to Michael Williams.
Listen, you haven't aged until you're at a restaurant and you pull up that Ziploc bag with 20 pills and start swallowing your vitamins with your dinner, and the hosts or the waiters is looking at you like, what an old man. Okay, that's when you're aging. You need that many pills. How many problems do you have?
Well, I'm good for now then, for sure.
You're very good. If you're under 10, man, you're so young. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
Oh, you're good.
No.
That's including the vitamins, so I'm all right. Okay, Michael, come on down.
Yes, hello everyone.
Hello, Sheriff.
Certainly glad to see Mr. Ash Mufareh. Certainly glad to see Chris's new car. Chris, I'm still waiting for mine. Great to be here with Rob and Lynn and all the other great leaders. Marty, I haven't seen you in a while, or is it that you haven't seen me in a while? But it's awesome. It's all good. Still.
Robin likes red, I believe, right?
Rob?
Yes, I do. As one of my colors, yes.
Oh, Robin. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to come on just to say a quick word that, and Charles said part of it, which is the trust factor, and I believe Ash, mentioned that earlier as well, even on 360 today, that at the end of the day, the company knows what the company's doing, right? And if we knew how to do what the company's doing, we would have done it ourselves, right? So based upon that, we have to put our trust in the company. And I think there's been more than enough evidence up until this point, for us to, be along that same line and just letting the company do what the company needs to do. And all of us just enjoy everything that we're seeing because, it's brilliant. The contest is brilliant. When I first saw that, that's the first thing that popped into my head was, wow, marketing. Here's an opportunity for so many people, right? Hundreds of thousands of individuals who are founding members to have a simple way, to be able to introduce on passive without really saying anything to anybody. Like it's just brilliant. Like if you can't just simply follow those 4 steps, and encourage others to do the same, I don't know what else, what else is there left to do to assist you, because it's a brilliant strategy. It really is. When you think about it, there are billions, hundreds of billions that spent, people playing lotteries, people trying to win this, trying to win that, all these things, right? And yet here, someone can enter a contest, win $10,000, didn't even pay anything, not even $1, right? That's just brilliant. So everything the company is doing, branding, the advertising, the marketing, all of that stuff, is nothing but the best. So that's one of the reasons why I continue to just trust what the company is doing. So I'm at ease.
I know.
When I'm off with my when I'm off with my family, doing our summer things with the kids, my mind is at ease knowing that everything is great, everything is all right. I don't need to worry about anything at all because I have that 100% trust in what the company is doing. And we see it over and over again. Another top, another bomb, another bomb, right? So what can we expect? Nothing but the best. And if we know that, then we know that we are taken care of, right? We don't need to get into percentages. We've said this so many times, right? Just know that the company's looking out for our best interest, but they have to make sure that everything is done by the books in every single country, not just one country, right? And we know some countries are harder than others, right? When it comes to compliance, right? So it's expected that we're here right where we are right now. But as has been said already, that there is no delay and that everything is right on point, because this company is going to set records after records after records, and all of us get to be a part of that. We get to be a part of it. We don't have to just sit back and watch it all happen and good things happening for other people and they're succeeding and we're not. No, we actually get to be part of that number of individuals who are winning. And I love the fact that Mr. has said that we're winning together. So it's not a few people winning. It's not the marketers that are winning. You know what I mean? It's not the super smart people that are winning. It's every single one of us. Doesn't matter who we are. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter where we're coming from. Every single one get to win. Why? Because of the model. Because of how the company decided to come from a place of love to ensure that so many people around the world can benefit from someone being generous. Because this is generosity at its fullest. That's what we have in On Passive. It really is, because it could have gone another way. It could have gone a different direction. We couldn't, it could have been where we weren't a part of it, right? But the company decided to make as many who wanted to come, right? As many who want to stay loyal, as many who want to continue to follow and trust to be a part of that success. And so for me, I'm just loving it. I really am. If you don't see me, I'm still loving it. When you see me, I'm still loving it. It just doesn't matter, right? It's all about all of us as one big family moving together in the right direction, making things happen right around the globe. Not just in Dubai, not just in Singapore, not just in the US, not just in India, around the globe. And that is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, guys. Get ready for the greatest shape of your what? Of your life.
So do you know what's better than seeing me? Seeing you. All right. Oh, thank you. And I love what you brought up. A host was interviewing President Obama, and he asked, can you tell us some of the funny incidents you went through over your presidency? And he said, yeah, I can tell you something. When you get to a president, just a few people made it to that position ultimately on earth. And he tells you, when you get president, any walking by person sit down and tell you, well, let me tell you, I suggest you should do this, you should do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that way. Everybody's guide you how to be a president. And then he laughed at that. He said, was this person a president before and I didn't know? So you leave it up to us. You leave it up to the experts. And one of the things we said on 360 today,
yes,
that the confidence and the traction over time, we became bold, okay, due to the the advancement and the team and the progression. All that experience builds you up, it strengthens your bone. Now, I understand you probably think is going to get harder and, it's bigger to do. I can tell you it's much harder in the beginning because you're unknown and people don't know who you are and you haven't done much. You didn't change lives yet. And people have every right to doubt you or be skeptical about what you're offering. So, and then there's so many arrows are thrown at you daily. You have no idea how brutal it is. It's really brutal, okay, daily. So I hope you can get some of what I'm telling you. if we were able to stand tall and keep our chin up in the past 5 years with all that resistance, it's much, much, much easier to get ahead and advance upward and forward, onward, because of who we are now, who we have on board, and the knowledge and the experience we've gained, okay, and what's around us, what the accomplishments. So we created that body, that brand, and I think if we were able to hold up in the past, it's going to be more possible, more doable for us together to stay stronger as we go ahead. Because let me ask you something. So if you have 100 meters pool, or you want to cross to the safe bank of a lake, or you want to go to the island, okay? You got 100 meters, okay? And you swim 20, you have 80 to go, you are being attacked and you're exhausted, it's easier to go back the 20 than there's no chance to go the 100. You follow me? You get to 40, that's going to be a tougher decision. You still have 60 to go. Can I swim 40 back or 60 ahead? I'm not sure about the 60. But you get to 50, it doesn't take a genius. 50 either way. You're not going to go back. You're going to go to the safe harbor. You want to go to the island, because it's 50 either way. You want to save your life, run to the good way, to the good bank. Now, when you're 80 meters toward the goal, when you're 99, you can almost touch it, smell it, feel it. You're not going to look back. You know it's there. You can really be very confident. You will do it. You can make it. I hope that makes sense to you. The analogy is probably more probable, I'm going to say this, to quit in earlier stages, because the risk is higher and the gain is still in progress. Now, when you have less risk and more gains, you're more powerful, it's a done deal. So don't look back. Mike Ellis, are you going to talk or what? Everybody's waiting for you, even if they don't say it.
I was going to get to Mike Ellis in a minute. If we could do, could we have a lady first, Mike, and then you? Is that all right?
Absolutely, everybody. I'm
good,
just
Rob. Go ahead.
harassing him. Yeah.
Thanks, Christy Chong from Malaysia. Speak to us, Christy, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Ash, for giving us this privilege. I'm so honored to be here. There's so many things happening in my mind. Asia is a land of many ancient cultures. All the cultures has an effect on our every drop of blood in us. So it stays with us even though we are not aware of it. And the present generation is adapting as much as possible to what's happening around us. As what you have created is a new culture that is evolving so fast that we need to know the first step when I get involved in non-passive And what you propose to the whole global family is like a culture shock. My first stage is culture shock, and I get to know so well and be part of this global family. And the next step is to learn what OnPassive is all about, and that's the second stage. And then the third stage is, what can I learn from all the different things that you offer in this OES system? And then how to adapt it into our life. And the future step is, you're giving us so much, but I'm running out of breath catching up in getting to know all the different things that's happening around us. And I was so privileged that Francis drew me out to be part of his face-to-face training. And then he introduced me to Lynn and Rob, and that opened a whole universe to me.
Yeah,
we are only a handful that have this special privilege, but the 90% at the back of us that need a lot of help and assistance. So my question is, even though I'm in the city in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, we are not exposed with a lot of facilities, especially when it comes to internet connection and viability. Like today, I burned 2 laptops trying to get in to be part of this program. So you are talking about OLux. Is there something mobile that we can put
Somebody's quick. Okay. I was thinking nobody gets it. Like, okay, so when you say a whole new thing, I'm telling you, ask anything, past, future, now, and like, okay. So sometimes you have to be dynamic and flexible. Go with the flow. I just put something out there. Nobody, okay, well, there's a winner. Thank you for paying attention.
We have a lot of old school buses, mini school bus and long school bus, but because of the academic requirement, they are all discarded. Can we turn that into a mobile station with an internet facility that can go in to more on the outskirts to help people to be updated in our business? That's my question.
I'm sure somebody else probably got it. Can anybody help or step in? I didn't quite get the question.
Okay. Internet facilities is not readily available, even though we are in the city, is limited because of the telco arrangement, wanting us to pay more to get better data access. So in the outskirts, we have less availability of internet connection. Will we be able to create something that is in a mobile unit?
You're talking about internet provider? Yeah, not yet. Okay. We're not into that business yet.
Okay. All right. So how can we
Do we
play a
have
part?
projects, ambitions, hopes? Yeah, forward, yes, but not yet. I cannot be more of a help at the moment.
Okay, so at present state, Asia is not well exposed to OnPassive yet. How can we play a role as founders to do our part?
Well, we're 50% founders, 50% users. So one of the things is don't go too far, okay? Keep an eye on your business, and so stay close. I would definitely always be engaged, like I wouldn't miss any information, though at the moment, we don't have a well-organized process in communication. Intentionally, like I said, we don't want to talk much before we deliver to a certain level. So being engaged is a big thing. Like if you go a month and come back, it feels you could feel lost probably. Okay. In a month time on passive at this stage, so much can happen in a month. So I advise everybody to be involved and engaged, and think of ways how you're gonna utilize the products, the technologies, and I add to it the income to the betterment of your life and those who are around you. Plug in your mask first. Remember that? I said that on 360. Did I say that? Is that medically correct, Dan or Key Wendell? All right, you put your mask first. So I would plan how to utilize that. I'll be engaged, and I will try to be in it all the way. I will not miss a product or a project or an idea with Passive. I wouldn't use it fully. I would learn. There's so much information. We come here, we chat, we try to have fun because it's long. We want to keep it light, not formal. But you can walk away with so much information. Sometimes, the tech intelligent, brothers here, they really give us a lot of nuggets. You can go to school to get that knowledge and spend money and time. So I would not lose the process. I will be engaged. I will not miss out on any product or opportunity or value. I would not miss out on the full potential, whether it's education or the utilization of the products and services. In the meantime, once you are comfortable within your own capacity, go the extra mile to those who are around you. What can you do? How could you revisit your dream when you were in the fourth grade, in the fifth grade, like you thought something exotic, but it's impossible. Revisit, rethink. It's possible, and talk to somebody. Openly and say, is this possible? It doesn't have to be technology. You could talk about reinventing the cookies industry. I mean, you could anything, okay? But there is potential in every one of us that we die and we don't fully use it. So make it a goal to unleash your potential to maximum capacity, to maximum impact, not just for yourself, but to as much as people you can impact, as many people you can impact around you or globally. And make sure you leave a legacy. Make sure you are not just a number who comes and passes. Calculate your life. What's your age? What's your lifespan? What percentage could you be in? 30%, 40%, 50%? There's an expiration date coming for sure, I guarantee. How can I be the best possible me? Or whether Christy or Peter or anyone, how could I really give out the best? Thinking, I'm right now sitting here. This is my last day. I'm checking out. What's my balance? What did I do? Looking back, is it embarrassing? Is it something proud? I was just, harassing Chris Johnson on YouTube, 3 hours of my day, or I was progressing. Yeah. So make sure you're proud, of your achievement when you check out. We're gonna all check out.
Thank you, Ash, for your advice. Thank you. Book towards it.
Okay, Christy, thanks a lot. Francis, do you mind if we go to Mike Ellis? It's getting close to his bedtime. All right.
No, go ahead and go to Francis first. He's been there for quite a while.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
I just want to check
believe me,
on
I'm fine. I can stay up a few more minutes.
I worry about you.
No, don't worry about me.
Is that a timer? A few more minutes? That's like a hidden message. You're not leaving. We're just
No.
warming up.
If I have a reason to stay up, I stay up as long as I need to.
I know.
And I have
I'm just
a reason.
messing with you. Yeah.
I know you are.
So this is not going to be 7 hours. I promise you that. I know some people taking against us, but that's something I'm so proud we can do it. All right. And I told you, we're going to exhaust you. So you have to have a big drive to be in on passive.
And speaking of drive, we have our friend Francis from sunny Singapore. Come on down, Francis.
You're muted, Francis.
Yeah, just unmute, please. Hang on, I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Unmute.
You're playing mute tags.
Yeah, you're in now, Francis. Bring it. You're not.
Oh,
Chris, what happened? You did it.
Sister Christy.
I'm not a co-host. I am not a co-host, so I can't do it.
Yeah, I say that Sister
No,
Christy.
you did the forehead slap.
Yeah, I want to say that Christy have improved so much since 1 year ago, or 1.5 year ago. I found her, have a cup of coffee with her. She is a very talented lady and sister from Malaysia, and I think I'm very happy to hear her testimony today. Many years ago, I have experience of what a family is all about. When my young daughter, when we were then visiting Nagara 4, when my daughter was just 3 years old, run across the swinging bridge, and then those Nagara 4. Then as Mr. S has said that whatever you do, don't stay too far away, don't go too far. So my daughter went too far, went across the bridge, 3 years old, swinging bridge. And immediately when I saw that, I didn't know what would happen next. I just rushed to her and grab her in the middle of the bridge and go to the end. But here the question comes when you turn back and look at the bridge. Now you have to go back to the bridge, go back to the other end. So my heart was pumping. I said, why do you want to run over here? Now I got to go back. This lesson has also taught me today when my inviter told me that, Francis, 2 years ago, November 20th, she said, on Passive is going to launch 14 days time. And today I'm waiting for 14 days time. And because of that family culture we had, I will go for it, even though my daughter is in danger.
It's
And
easier to walk forward. Yeah, why look back? It's much easier.
Yeah. So now when I was, people were asking me, why are you doing what you're doing this last 1 year? Comfort spent 2 days, 2 times a day.
Twice a day.
To help the fellow.
And today 3. This counts. This is business too.
Right. I only spend 6 days a week to do what I did normally, to train, to help people to understand, affiliate to understand what is impressive about. So I really happy to hear from you. Your key words, you say that we are all family. So I'm not here because I need to do. I'm here because we are family.
Yeah.
I'm here to help each other to open the eyes. So I just want to ask a few questions regarding the OMIL or net, if it's okay, Mr. Ash.
Of course.
Yeah. We are now, because OMIL is only allowed us to create one mail. Is there a possibility that we can create more mail in one account?
Yeah.
Right. So the second one is that in ONET, when we click ONET, the profile window, the background window is bigger than the one that we need to paste.
Check it out in 24 hours, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And the last meeting we have met, we say that the spelling mistake of increased ROI is still there under the profile.
Okay.
Increased ROI.
Yeah. That should have been fixed, not fixed. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, they had a reason for that. They explained, but I still insisted to change it. The reason is like this is directed to businesses, okay? So because you have like business suites and products, okay, solutions. But I said to avoid any confusion. Let's just stay away. Okay, they agreed to change it. Okay,
But the one
it will
above
be
the
changed.
the one above the profile, they put that increased sales. You know.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regarding the O club, the club inside ONET, is it possible to have an edit button? Because I know that when you created the name for the club, you cannot edit. Yeah.
Sure.
Right. And in OMail, we have this video mail. Is it possible to have a virtual background or colorful background?
Good question. Sure.
Yeah. And also, can you share a bit about
Turn the page, Francis. Easy on me, okay? So virtual background for video mail. Okay, go ahead.
Can you give us, because you are the best marketers in the world, according to my understanding, is that how do we create the algorithm for ONET versus the Facebook?
You don't need to, because we're more of a closed loop, private community. We're not marketing. We're not. AI is going to target to like is going to serve you to connect with the right people. You know, whether it's clubs or we had different names. They were not compliant, so we had to remove them. And you know, it just, for example, there's going to be a good way to connect with the right people. That's basically the only AI component that will be targeting the database within ONET to connect people with the right, you know, within, but not algorithm for you to advertise or to key something to attract, but you're going to be able to attract in your ONET profile or club or your interest, you know, your career, all of that. So it will connect you with the right audience. Permission based. Not going to just throw them at you. So they're going to be able to say yay or nay. There is an app. Remember, previously we were supposed to have OConnect as Connect Me. So we still have Connect Me, but that is going to be an incredible, powerful, simple tool to connect you with the right people. You can connect with everybody and anybody anywhere within your area of your interest. Permission based. All right. So you like fishing, for example, and you live in a certain place, you're going to connect with the people is going to tell you, okay, well, within your radius, or the GPS is going to tell you that this guy called Chris Johnson or Ash Mufareh, they're also into deep sea fishing or something. Are you interested? Yay or nay? Okay, it's simply accept or decline, and permission based. If you accept, add it to your contact list, and you become buddies. Seamless. Okay, you connect to the people of interest. I'm looking for people who are more in construction business, who are more in IT business, or you know, the food industry, whatever your interest and hobbies and more, but so friendly and seamlessly. So we don't do it the traditional algorithm where we read your data and throw you as a hunt to the advertiser until they beat you up. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, thank you. The last one is to, as an internet marketer, I think this current website is the best I ever seen.
No, we said that. No, Monday the 17th of July will be the best.
Thank you.
Because it gets better every time. Thank you, Francis. Good questions, good notes. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Francis. And over to you, Mike. Mike Ellis from Colorado.
Well, it's quite a night, Ash. I know we're in a really, really good place with Unpassive. I mean, there's no question about it.
I know too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you've thrown a lot of stuff at us tonight. And I can tell you, it's going to take me a couple of days just to absorb everything you've said. And I'll have to listen to it several times, Ash. But I listened to the tech team. I listened to you. I listened to what's coming on. And I feel that Unpassive has outgrown me. And I say that in a very, very good way. Even someone like me who doesn't understand half of the stuff that was talked about today will not be left behind. And that really is the genius behind Unpassive. It doesn't matter if you came in 5 years ago, if you came in yesterday, because of the way Unpassive is structured, because of what Ash has done and his team, it's okay if they've outgrown you. It's okay if they outgrown me.
It's comforting.
Go ahead, Ash.
I'm just saying it's comforting.
It is comforting because it doesn't matter if you have the intellect to catch everything that's said on these webinars. It's okay because Unpassive is gonna drag you along, even if you don't want to come, and you're going to get to that place where you like we are today. We're just in a very, very good place, and that place is going to improve as we go forward, days, weeks, and months. It's just a really, really good thing. And yeah, it's okay if Unpassive outgrows you, if you don't understand everything in Unpassive. That's okay. Unpassive is going to take care of it. And really, that's all I want to say tonight, Ash. I've got a lot of homework.
Mike,
with
don't
everything
go.
that you've thrown
Look,
at us.
Look. I wouldn't follow a leader. I wouldn't follow a company or any venture that doesn't outgrow me, is not ahead of me. Why? Why would I follow somebody at my level or below me? And they're not going to challenge me. They're not going to lift me up. So it's a good thing. It's comforting. Yeah.
Yeah, unless that happens, you stop learning, Ash. And I want to learn till the day I die. Hopefully it's a few more days.
Yeah, to continue leading, you got to continue learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And growing.
And that's never a problem with Unpassive.
Yeah.
There's always something there.
So, Rob Gorman, the more pills you take, the more you grow.
I'm starting to take a lot of them, Ash.
Absolutely. Why not?
Absolutely.
I'm glad it's not just me.
So what's for dinner, Chris Johnson? So
barbecue sauce and hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, Nelly. I think on that note,
OMG.
Oh boy. On that note, let's go over to Robin Noble. Hi, Robin.
Thank you, Mike. Always pleasant chatting with you. I couldn't agree with you any more. We're in a perfect place. I don't want us to be a step further. It's perfect where we are, organic. We were able to build up the culture and that loyalty. It doesn't come overnight. I agree with Dan Street as well. It's a process. And I think the bond, that something need to mature organically, and it takes time. And that is also priceless along the way beside, the business dealing. So it's good. It's taken, this progression, this space. So it's perfect where we are today. I wouldn't want to be behind or further. It's perfect where we are, and I wouldn't wish to be directed or gearing to a better dimension or direction than where we are today. I just loved where we are, where we come from. It's amazing. That's what made us. I'm at ease, with peace, with everything, and even more excited about what yet to come, what's ahead of us. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't swap it. I wouldn't modify it. I love it. It's perfect. Three months ago, I didn't even know Francis or Christy, right? and the other Chris, and right? Okay. So you cannot skip that. Every little thing adds to the process. It's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful journey. Thank God.
One of these days, I'll get the mute button figured out. Robin, come on down, please.
Thank you, Rob. Ash, this has been an absolutely wonderful day and evening. Again, you have spoilt us. You have just taken us out and beyond into your world and into your huge, compassionate heart. So first of all, a huge thank you to you and to all the teams and all the divisions who've been part of bringing us to this point today. It has been absolutely phenomenal, and they deserve standing ovations all around, as do your family, for their support, for their love of you, and acceptance and knowing that you will not give up to help all of us. Thank you for that. The other thing is, and this I think is an important one, because throughout the course of these last few years, many people have been on an emotional roller coaster, and it hasn't always been addressed. And I think today and this evening, with what you have said, you have actually helped so many founders overcome, reduce, and even possibly eliminate their last hurdles in believing that OnPassive is real, that you are real, and that your goal to humanity and the founders and the planet is what you have said from day one and have never wavered from, and have brought us all to this point. Throughout our own years of experience, depending on our age and depending on our lifestyles and where we've lived and what we've done, we've all had different experiences around life to that effect. And so the hurdles, the walls that we've built up around us, fear, anger, and otherwise of uncertainty, has all been part of this journey. And I think we all deserve to respectfully appreciate and be grateful for that, because it has given us the opportunity to move forward to a much better understanding with what you have given and shown us. And we've learned through you and every aspect of OnPassive what is possible. And if we were not there with you at the beginning, it certainly has helped people to open their hearts, to open their minds and their understanding of what is possible in quite a different way. And for those of you who've been with us, for those of us who've been with you from the beginning in the belief and the knowing that this was something extraordinary, again, I know that we stand with you 1000% side by side and arms linked. Noah's Ark has a very strong religious connotation, and I'm bringing it forward not for that purpose, but as an example of faith, belief, and achievement of what an individual did following his heart and directions from the God power that he believed in. He went against all the naysayers. He proved the naysayers, the negative ninnies, the non-believers, and turned some around, and some just never changed their thoughts and ideas. But OnPassive is the equivalent of a Noah's Ark now in the 21st century. And I'm coming from the perspective, again, of holding true to the faith and the belief and the knowing of what this can do for everybody in the world and our planet. So Ash, I'm going to end and say thank you so much. With one last question, if I may, to you. With all this wonderful news and excitement that's coming forward, will this be communicated to all the founders in some manner? Or how will you be able to communicate this to the founders?
Thank you for all the kind words you said, Robin. Always beautiful. And here the man with the Noah Ark, Red Redfern. I had a mini boat, but good morning. Yes, everything is going to be, it has to be in formal documents posted in the back office. That's something we should stay close to. We're going to email people as well based on their status, and communication department will be handling this as we go, for the different categories or classes of our users according to where they are in the process. So from walking them outside as raw, traffic or bulk, until they come in, take the free trial, till they commit or get verified, and so it will be covered. I understand, and it has to be formally scripted, because obviously we're washed, and want to make sure everything is written down.
Wonderful. I knew it was all in hand. I just know that I've had a lot of people asking, and once again, you're reassuring them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there's not going to be lack of information. The problem, I'm worried about, Robin and everyone, is the misuse of information. There are going to be more videos talking about the price of Oak Connect tomorrow within the next 24 hours than anything we've talked about.
Yeah.
So they always get the wrong message. Yeah, that was
Yes.
exactly my point. So it's a fact. I can bet on that. So that's the problem. So the problem is not like us communicating the proper message. The challenge is for those who spin it their way and take, focus on the wrong, area of our business.
So sad. Thank you, Ash, for your
Pathetic.
time with us today.
I agree. Thank you. Stay red, stay in love. I'll see you at the very top.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's hot in Egypt now, so it's better a different season.
We start planning for full moon camel rides out in the desert.
Absolutely. We're not eating, we're not milking that camel, just riding. Yeah.
Going out to the banquet in the Sahara, going out into the desert to the banquet. Absolutely.
Okay, before we go on to Niraj, if you can bear with me, we have one more lady who hasn't spoken yet. If you'd like to say something, Julie, we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Rob.
So Julia, twice a day.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
did twice a day, but I appreciate that very much, Rob. I don't have a question, but if I may, now what I'm usually say, it's actually for myself and everyone's that kind of thing in the same line of the way I think is, Michael have said this years ago. What does OnPassive has? Products, customers, we sell products, we make commission, right? And tonight, Ash also said, he said it, but it's really allude to the fact that it is unlimited. When I'm saying unlimited, I don't mean unlimited amount of money. I'm not referring to money itself, but if we really think about it, if we take the word unlimited, if you are putting unlimited amount of effort in, which none of us need to, but if we do that, we will be receiving the unlimited amount of whatever the benefits of what we did. And that's exactly what OnPassive is doing, is everything that they are doing. To me, there is no cap, there's no limitation in OnPassive. Everything is possible, everything is unlimited, right? So that's how I think. So if you have, now that I believe that we have unlimited amount of products, we're not talking about the next year, the next 5 years, 10 years, we're talking about indefinitely, right? And now we also have unlimited amount of customers, because what OnPassive creating, attracting the customer that is keep coming, because there's unlimited amount of products. And so my point here saying is, if we just focus of how much of that 100 something dollars that I make from it, that is all we will condition our mind to think that way. What if we say, I have a chance to make unlimited amount of whatever it is if I put in the unlimited amount of effort? It doesn't require of me, but it is something that I could do. And to me, personally, I feel this is a time for all of us. Now, I'm speaking to me, and what I'm thinking is that we need to reinvent ourselves. We're not looking at the past, but really the past is making us who we are today. What we've learned here, what we've listened here, do we really reciprocate or matching with what is shared here? So my personal say, I'm trying to make this point is, let's reinvent ourselves. Let's make ourselves, a lot of us don't feel like we don't deserve.
Well, we can connect that, Julie, with what Chris asked in the beginning on behalf of some founders. I understand, you know, they have the right to be curious and how much it costs and all of that. Can I tell you something? This is when somebody is totally dependent, okay? Not independent. That's how they think. So I'll tell you the contrast, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful people ask certain questions. By the question they ask, I know if they're successful, if they're productive, if they're dependent or independent. Now, unsuccessful people will ask how much it cost. Do you think I can win? Okay. But successful people ask, that's unsuccessful people. A successful person will not ask how much it costs. Will say, how much can I make? How far can I go? Where's the limit? And I'll go after it. What can I do? Not what can be done and delivered, or spoon feed people. No. So I'm not gonna talk too much about money and commissions and all of that. I know a lot of people will over exhaust the topic, and I hope they don't get in trouble because stay away from the topic publicly. It can be problematic, not just with OnPassive, but with the public, all of that. If you really want OnPassive to be sustainable, what we said in the beginning, stay away. Let us deal with it. People don't need to know the details. If we need to explain to somebody, whether it's a brain surgery or heart surgery, the mechanics, the details, the physicality about everything, before they get into the operation, nobody will get into the operation. They just gotta go, okay? So you don't need to know all the details sometimes, because it can be overwhelming, and that can distract you and procrastinate your movement and mobility to progress ahead. Same thing if you want to get on a flight, if you need to understand how is that Airbus built and how flying and the aerospace and all the mechanics and physics, and okay, nobody's going to get on an airplane. I'm not nobody, but it will be just limited number, fewer people. You just get on it without the detail. You just know this is working, trust it, is safe, is going to get you where you want to go. Same thing with the OnPassive vehicle. All right, this is the process. Trust us, trust the company. You don't need all the details. It's not what you want to focus on. This is what you know. This is what's available. Like I talked to Christy, just do your best to utilize it fully. Leave no unturned stone, or touch every product. Any course you are interested in, or class or certificate and academy, any projects, get engaged and fulfilled socially. That is going to build you up. It's going to, there's so much, okay, that you can do within our community that it will keep you busy until, the last day of your life. So that's what you want to focus on, your contribution. A lot of people are just recipients. A recipient is a follower, and you're not going to go far unless you take that extra mile. So you need to also do it, and one hand doesn't clap. So the company, even if it's a perfect model, but you also have to put your hand in order for us to clap. All right, and you got to keep doing it.
All right.
Much, Ash. I have a quick
Did
question.
that help you, Julie?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did that wrap it around like more? Okay, perfect.
Yes, it's you're saying it in a shorter way. I'm always trying to explain my point, but you said it in a short version.
That's
So
what I do.
I
That's
really
not what I do.
appreciate it. And but sorry, Rob, just one quick second. Terry Thompson wants to ask, because since you're talking about 2 times a day, she wants to ask, did we?
They don't even have a timer here, so you can take 30 seconds. Who's counting? It's a horrible system.
She was asking, was it animal style tonight?
Who?
Terry Thompson.
Oh, we converted her. Did she get it or just craving?
He just asked if you had an animal style tonight. So
We don't have it in Florida. I would be doing it 5 times a week. No, I'm kidding.
You're funny, but thank you. I appreciate for.
No, thank you.
Yes, guys, it's here. Let's do it. Let's be excited.
Don't push it. Don't push it. Let the baby come out organically. It'll be beautiful. No dents, no scars. Just nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Beautiful.
It's gonna come out.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Ash. Niraj from India. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and thank you for the invitation on this show. So Ash, I had today 5 questions. Don't worry about the number of questions. 3 are very short, you might just take 1 line for that, and 2 are a bit descriptive, according to me.
No pressure. Okay, take your time, Niraj.
So the first question is, you talked today about OMail Pro. So I just wanted to ask you, OMail Pro, I hope it's not paid. The whole OMail is free, or the Pro will be paid?
The second part.
Okay.
OMail Pro, or we can decide a different name. It's a whole different product, but it can be compatible with OMail, or just like an advanced level of mailing email services that you can do that is not available in a regular mail. Is something more commercially, it's more advanced. That has to be paid. Okay.
Okay. Next question was about the speech to speech that you talked about. The first time feature.
We did test it today. Yeah. So for example, like we're talking in English and we had translation in Hindi and the other way.
So I just wanted to know, when can we expect that feature to come in? Like
I asked the same question, but don't ask it. Couple of weeks, just okay. It's gonna be there. It's done. It's testing, maturing, AIing. Let's use that verb, okay? AIing. But it's done. It's developed, okay? We've tested that. It's there. So now test, pre-production. They know, okay? They know the cycle. It doesn't take one shot. Got to do it again. Bugs, debug, security loophole, this glitch, bug, until you nail it, and we will nail it.
Okay.
But say you have it next month, if that makes you sleep better, like when you sleep next time, this morning there.
No problem. Next question is this
And that's
was
not going to increase the price, right? You know that, Neeraj, right?
yeah, it is not going to
So you're just going to see it there. And now for somebody, having the issue about language, it's really going to make a big buzz in the market. And ultimately, we're going to have, and also we have the digital avatar. We have the noise cancellation. I was impressed with AI team at AI ML, but also we're going to have the, my goal is to have some advanced features for the, deaf community where we have sign language, hopefully something more universal. All right, 2 or 3? So we talked
2.
about OMail and okay.
Third question is actually Red talked about the website, and then you replied to him saying that you are eager about the website that is going to come on 17. So could you share 1 or 2 insights about that website or something else that is coming on 17?
Well, you want to spend time? No, you're gonna love it. Monday it will be there. Just don't rush it. Let it come out organically, nice and easy. Slide out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Third question
But
over. Fourth question.
what happens is when Red talks, okay, our team is watching the live. When whether it's Mr. DeGarmo or Johnson or Redfern, okay, when they talk about like a website, it fuels our ego and our excitement, and they go and they up the game. So that they're you're cheering for them. They love it, and they just enjoy what they're doing. So that's what it is. So it just gets better for sure.
Now for the descriptive question. As you have always said that the timing is perfect. And like what I understand by that is that you have a wonderful team. While people are acquainted, people now are open to AI, they have internet connections. These are the things I understand at a layman's level. But I just wanted to understand from your side what we mean by the timing is right for that.
Many reasons. First of all, the law of the lid, okay, LID, basically, I think we were not capable enough, if you would go back, to hold what we've developed today. Maybe what we've developed back then, smaller accomplishment, but what we've achieved today is far greater than 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 months ago. So today's level, you need bigger stamina and a thicker bone to hold up this beast. I feel better today, more at ease with the capacity of our teams all across, that we can handle it. We got this. Yeah, so it's a bigger game, and I wouldn't want to go to the market any smaller. So we're going big. That's a big thing. Like, as Brother Marty says, as a unicorn, it just crushes everything. You're born as a unicorn. That's enough. and to start like that, it's easier said than done. Okay. You have to have the right people, the right attitude with your team. You could have a big team, but how much relationship or loyalty they have. Now they have their skin in the game. We've got a bigger bond. It's been a while. We came closer and closer as we go. We've gained a lot of knowledge, and we went through ups and downs. That all builds, a stronger relationship. So we feel better today than any time before. And that's from one side, like the tolerance, the we can endure the potential explosion. And at the same time, from the market perspective, it just crying out for what we have. The wrongdoing, the unethical practices all across, the abuse, the data monopoly, it just so much chaos out there that it looks promising and refreshing, knowing that there is a better way coming on the horizon that is on passive. So for that, the timing couldn't be better. Sooner we could have been less mature. I'm being realistic. We have more people. We have a stronger relationship with you, our people. We have stronger relation within, attracted more experts. So all across, we're in a better position to impress the world.
And my last question, the marketing in India. Actually, this is specifically a question from all majority of the founders in India. They are having a sleepless nights in a good way. So so they don't know what to expect in India. So and I'm sure by seeing the things in Dubai, I know everybody knows it is going to be out of this world. But could you share something, or maybe a timeline or something, so that they actually sleep a bit better?
You guys don't underestimate Niraj, okay? The earlier questions, they were built up so he can exhaust me. By the time he get to the beef or to the potato, yeah, Ash is exhausted. He's not gonna be like. All right, I'm gonna give it to you. We said no boundaries, no limit. Okay. If I know, or if you know what we're doing, I would even be more sleepless, okay, for sure. And correction is not Dubai. We are already currently, as of now, already in every mall in the United Arab Emirates. There are 7 Emirates. Emirate is almost like a state, okay, or smaller maybe. There's 7. Dubai is one of them. There's Abu Dhabi, there's this, that, okay, 7. So we're in every mall of those in the midst of, the heat now in the summer there. Every screen in a public venue, you got on passive on it. Mr. Kamal was driving today and talking to me, and he is flying. He is like I don't know, Harry Potter on a broom. He's just he can't. Oh my God! Here, the bridge, this, that. Like he's literally a child in a lollipop shop. So we're on 1,300 plus screens around the clock. One of the projects we were discussing, and they were talking about, okay, yeah, if we have this campaign, we said, listen, we're in all those screens and all that. He said, oh my God, like you cannot advertise this particular package or item for more than a week because they're not going to be able to supply. That's how powerful the market. So correction, not Dubai, correction, not coming. So we took over the country. Metro station, any screen, go to the mall, to the ice rink, to the aquarium, to the Kidzania, to anywhere you go, you're going to see on passive. You cannot avoid us. One country, important, and bring it out. Now, marketing is aiming India, not only India, but more emphasizing. So they got, again, creative plans. We invest millions. We don't go and small budget and something shy. So now it's a bigger audience. You're talking about 10 million. You put them in one wedding in India, right? 1.4 billion, massive population. So now it's a larger task. But creatively, we could captivate that, and fortunately, we understand the Indian culture more now, so we can cater and satisfy the audience and the market in a way they love it. And I think India is the next ideal market for OnPassive. Number one is the youth population, younger population, okay, more youthful, more techie, really loving the technologies. They're going to love it. What's available there is costly. So for OnPassive, for what we offer, and the commission aspect, all of that, the fact that we employ people, many levels of experts in India. So all that makes India, it adds up like it's going to be an ideal place. There's so many creative things. Some of it you've never seen. So it will be a losing dialogue or conversation. It's the couple that I know so far haven't been done before. So where it's going to go is going to be entertaining. It's going to be interesting, and we all win. But we're going big in India.
Thank you very much, Ash. And sorry, that was my mistake. I concentrate. I just said only Dubai. Yes, it's.
No, it's not a mistake. It's. I know what you meant. Absolutely, of course.
The reason I'm asking this question is when we when the question of marketing has come and it was pointed to us, it is much more than the Cricket World Cup. And
oh, that's one thing. It's already there. I mean, you already know. It's not going to be a secret. That's one thing. Yeah, of course. Oh,
so,
but there are more creative stuff. This is normal, but there's some stuff that are going to make Indian dance.
And when can we expect that? When can we dance?
This year, fair enough.
This year.
It's, under work, so it's not like a couple of clicks, they're done. Connections going here, there, money, lots of logistics, paperwork. But if we say it is going to be done.
Thank you very much, Ash.
Of course. I would be super excited if I was in OnPassive in general. I'll be even more excited if I was in India. And last year, roughly a year and a half or so ago, we said we're launching the biggest marketing campaign ever done by Mar Entertainment. It was 120 screen because of the frequency and the length of it. It is the biggest package. That's why Nazal was in that company. He moved with us. He said, these people are playing big. I want to go play big. Okay, he was intrigued by our creativity and our, different way of thinking, not, just outside the box. All right. So, my God. Okay. So we believe it's going to be more exciting. And now when you go from 120 screens to 1,300 screens, how much bigger is that? Longer. So yeah, you reach a new top, you go to a bigger top, and so on.
All right. Thanks, Niraj. Appreciate you, brother. And if we could, Chris, I'm going to bump you, if you don't mind, just for a moment. We have a lady here, Vivine Benny, from Papua New Guinea, living now with her husband in Australia. Hello, Vinay.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk on Roblynn with Mr. Ash Mufareh. I'm so nervous, but I really very appreciative of this time. My name is Roblynn. I'm from Papua New Guinea originally, but I'm living in Australia now with my family.
From PNG, you said? From where?
Yes, I'm from Papua New Guinea originally, yes. But I live with my family here in Australia, in Western Australia. It's since 2004, but obviously my heart is back home, and we support our families back home every now and again. Ever since I've learned upon passive, Mr. Ash, and also all the values that you've been speaking of, I decided that this opportunity or the potential to really reach the people must not be ignored as founders, if you like. I shouldn't use the word founders, but I'm just trying to identify us as original non-passivians, as OBAs. So this opportunity and the power that we have within us is very powerful, that we're able to reach the people in the very remotest areas in our villages. So I, as a Papua New Guinean living in Australia, sorry, I'm not a Papua New Guinean, I'm Papua New Guinean by originality, but I am an Australian by citizen. So I'm not able to do any kind of business in Papua New Guinea because it's not allowed. I'm not a dual citizen. But I can operate in Papua New Guinea as a charity organization or an association. So with that in mind, Mr. Ash, I have decided to go into the country as a charity, and I've already put in place an association to reach the people over there in the most remotest areas. And my team and I have actually put together something to be able to affiliate all the villages across the province that I am from, the district. And our foundership is going to fund them and sponsor them, if you like. And so my question, Mr. Ash, is that with the current service providers, especially the emails that we have to use as alternate emails to be able to facilitate these affiliations for the villages. I was wondering if we can have OMail as an alternate email address to be able to reach the masses without any Q&As or security questions from the other service providers. That's the obstacle that I have at the moment, trying to reach the people out there. Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Let's talk about that when we get to OBless, or once we get to that stage and we're ready to roll it out. Like we can have, I'm sure, dedicated sessions. We can see what's there, take demos, and what do we expect. All right, does that make sense? So now we should focus like a step ahead, not 3 steps forward. Let's talk about O'Connect. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about Chris Johnson. Peter Sarur maybe should like call it a night. Hey, brother.
Thank you so much. As long as it is a possibility, yes, it's very, very exciting.
Anything is possible. Yes, indeed.
100%. Thank you so much.
But there's a copyright check. We have to check, for example, like you're OBless. Are you OBless, or are you're a user of OBless? Are you the company? Are you on passive? So as long as like we check all those items, then absolutely. Technically, anything you can imagine is real, is possible.
Excellent.
So if you
Thank you.
envision Mari DiGarmo climbing Burj Khalifa, okay, and we're taking a unicorn to the top. I mean, it sounds crazy, but if I can imagine it, it's possible. And I'll prove it to you one day.
All right,
That
thank
was
you.
insane for you to hear from me and you think it's a joke. That's insane. You better take me seriously, all right? I ain't kidding around, all right? You're gonna see.
Thank you. It's very exciting that we're able to
And if
do
you're
this.
thinking why he's heavier this, you are a racist, you're insulting him, and get away because I'll push you. All right? You have no idea how fit he is and how flexible.
All right. Thank you, Vivine. And
Do we have time for Ash the Funny, Bob? Rob?
of course we have time for Ash the Funny.
All right.
You know we have no clock here, Roblynn Live.
No, we're gonna wrap it up, yeah, because we don't want people to hate coming here. You know, we're gonna put a cap to it. All right.
Speaking of funny, Chris, what do you got?
I just was gonna say, to my brother Niraj, my third favorite from the Indian world, that I heard a rumor from a girl named Narelle Warkhan. If you want to put your Indian brothers and sisters to sleep, go watch Marty's live because he's got a very soothing voice and it makes you relax. So you can head on over to his live and tell him all to show up tomorrow and we'll definitely put him to sleep. So
Not sure that's a compliment, Mr. Johnson.
my three people.
Hey, yeah, your three people don't mind me.
All right, real quick, we're gonna do something different because we got to wake everyone up and Ash.
Right. I like that. Yes, I'm fired up.
Ready?
Let's
This
go.
is called speed round. We did this a long time ago.
Yes.
Okay,
I
ready?
like that.
First
I
couple
like that part.
questions. You got less than seconds to answer each
Hit
question.
it.
All right, Mr.
Faster. Come on, you're too slow. Go.
When are we gonna have our first physical product out, whether it's a computer phone or someone oxygen machine? Any answer to that? Go. Come on.
This year, a bunch of products related to video, audio, hard drive. All right.
Boom.
This year.
Next question by the same lady, Miss Pat. If all the manuals of products could be put into an audible form, as I have trouble with reading but would love to listen as I absorb it much better, please. Good. Actually, I don't know if it's possible.
We just tested a recap. Okay, remember the recap, the summary function? We tested that, and that becomes a reusable technology. So wherever you want to put it, so we're able to take a webinar instead of taking time from Janet Butler or Daryl Cook or anyone who participate, Dan Street, and of course Peters, who instead of taking their time, so it can summarize a 3-hour webinar into a summary. You can choose short, medium, and long. Okay, so you have 3 sizes. And then we have text to speech. So now we integrate the text to audio, so then you can have it to read it for you as well. So just sit and relax and we can recap it for you. Boom.
All right, minus 3 points next. You went over your 10 seconds. Anyway, next question. Is there still a triple entry bonus or do they no longer exist? Go.
There's some products, yes, there will be, and some more, yes. There are some. Again, we're not talking about one package yet. So there is more. So now you're talking about refunding the founders. You're talking about verification bonus. You're talking about registration, joining bonus. You're talking. So there are multiple bonuses. And then, yes, you will be able, like, by entering, you would have sometimes 3 or even more bonuses. That's
Boom.
still there.
Thank you. Next question.
And more.
Next question.
Fast enough, or you want me?
Yeah,
faster?
no, you're doing
Okay.
right on time, boss. Let me tell you. Next
Sure.
question. There's a person that wants to know when we come out with our KYC, will there be videos and and
What is that? You said our
OKYC.
oh, it's called
RKYC.
O Verify.
Oh,
Okay.
verify. Thank you.
Yeah. Come on, wake up. Okay.
Come on, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I got blown up this week. Anyway, so is there going to be a directional book how to do O-Verify? Is there going to be a directional book how to withdraw money out of your wallet? And I said yes, but they want to hear you say it. So go ahead.
Yes.
Don't worry, they'll figure out how to get the money out of their wallet, okay?
Yeah.
Chris tells you yes.
Yes. 2 more yeses and I'm good. You ready? Yes. Say it again.
Yes.
All right. Last question. I have
Oh, yes.
a correction. Okay. Someone said, Chris, about resellers or new affiliates. Do they get traffic driven to them? They said you said something else. I said I'm pretty sure they get traffic driven, but they can also buy extra traffic.
Leave that game for Ash Mufareh.
Okay. Thank you. That's it. You
I
passed.
cannot tell you everything, but nobody will play it better than me. I'm gonna give traffic where everybody succeeds. Is that good enough?
That's it. I'm done.
And I know how to get a couple of visitors. All right, I can do that.
Chris, I sent you one more from Tina Go. I can read it if you want me
Read
to.
it. Go ahead, Rob. Read it. You're the man.
All right,
Good.
let's do it faster.
Great job, Rob.
Come on.
I'm in a meeting at the moment, but I'm listening through Bluetooth. I have a question. The newer on-passive founding affiliates may not be tuned into Obless solution yet. So, as dreaming what dreams can turn out to be, what and how will Obless evolve into from being just crowdfunding? Is that fast enough?
I'm not complaining about your rhythm, but if what I got is how come Obless is not a crowdfunding?
She was looking down the road, I think, dreaming what dreams can turn out to be. How will Obless evolve into something other than?
It's not a crowd. It's not crowdfunding. Okay, Obless is more of conquering poverty with solutions. It's not a charity. Okay, there will be a one side of it for charity when needed, for when there's no possibility of productivity, but we want to turn in those who are in need into productive, independent individuals or communities, rather than creating projects and creating educating them is definitely more productive. So I cannot agree with somebody who thinks that Obless is either crowdfunding or just a charity, or no, it's not. It's way beyond that. That's a piece of cake. Just put it and people chip in, and that's a joke. Okay, no, we're talking about relationship. We already partnered up. I'm gonna throw this. Rob. Okay, I love you. You take a bullet for me, I'm gonna give you a nugget. So we already have a partnership with Red Crescent / Red Cross in terms of that. So we need their support with the logistics on a major global projects. So they've been that way. They have jets, they have boats, they have the equipments, they have armies, can National Guards, they can support them. So this is the direction where we are. So we will create the opportunity, we will create the projects, we will create, say, the fishing boat, if you wish, and the vessel, the vehicle, and that's how we conquer poverty. We create jobs, we educate people. We the language is almost like, you're talking about weeks. You're not going to have that language nightmare barrier between every corner of the planet. This is bringing humanity together. So there's not going to be a big project or big obstacle. When we come together, we're going to solve it one by one. Again, you can't fail unless this is your choice. The short answer is, Obless is not a crowdfunding. Is creating solutions for humanitarian challenges, catastrophes. That idea I talked about, and Christy dared to ask Olux, for example, okay? So can you imagine, just for a quick thing, it's a small brain that Ash has. Okay, think about a vehicle. Just imagine, okay? Just like, it's not as complicated as Marty DeGarmo climbing on Burj Khalifa, okay? It's much easier. It's much easier. It's a vehicle, a well-designed one that has some equipments that go to your house, to your office. It fixes things. It washes your car without water or very little water. Okay, with the green, no chemical or green. Eco ingredients, if you wish, okay, and that employs people, and they don't need a major skill. We just need a background check and something, so we can give them that distributorship or ownership, okay, abroad. So you can have that. We will provide you with the system, with the package. You can buy it or you can subscribe to it. So, for example, Chris Johnson want to buy one in Egypt, okay? Country's never been to. I'm just using that example, okay? You do it, 2-3 people work for there, the crew, and they go, he buys that, he's a partner, so he makes revenue, he takes revenue, he created jobs for 2-3 people, and then a service for the community on passive profits, and we can share a little bit more with others, okay, within on passive, and you can do that, all day long. Just one thing, but we're crafting something, okay, and that's one thing, and many others. We need a lot of people to work, okay. So that's how I want you to think more of, not charity and being dependent and like a band-aid on a cancer. That's not going to conquer poverty or eradicate homelessness or whatever, okay. To do it rightfully, you've got to educate people, make them effective, make them productive, okay, lift them up educationally, spiritually, in every way, give them a job, give them an opportunity, give them Academy, give them, access with OConnect. They can do more. They're equipped with little money. They can have an opportunity. There you go. They have their home, they have their income, they're independent, and they will bring more families. They put that mask on and then they help the one next to them. That's how we will do it. It will take time, but this is a very different solution. Listen, poverty has been fought for centuries. There's not one way you can say this is how, and you may think, well, countries, big countries do fight it, and we still have poverty. Number one, I would say there is always going to be those who would choose to be on that side. It's just impossible. If they're qualified, we are not against, giving them charity. If it's absolutely impossible for them to be productive and self-sufficient. But the vast majority, there is a solution for them. So I do believe there is a lack of will, okay, in any system before. The problem is they turn it into a business. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to solve it. But there's some money involved. So is it a business or you're creating a solution? So when you come with the unpassive cap, you're thinking with a complete different mentality. Oh, okay. So we really want to solve it, even if it's our cost, but we genuinely mean to provide a solution. I will tell you within your life, don't die yet, okay? But within your life, I will show you how. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I will conquer starvation. There are just a little under 1 billion people who go to sleep with insufficient nutrition every day. And we have excess here and in the dumpsters in some areas. So it can be solved. And I have a genius, I don't always rely on one plan A, B, C, but I promise you, if you live long enough, and I don't mean a century or a decade, you're going to witness in your life how starvation, especially starvation, because, you know, if you solve those two, people are healthier, you know, by their nutrition, and they're more educated, you know how much good do you do and how many problems you solve just by their more education, more access to affordable education everywhere, healthier people. Oh my goodness. Doing good for the environment and our earth. I wasn't born to run a business. I wasn't born to be just an individual who goes to, you know, work and get paid and check out and die. And like, okay, another tomb, another, you know, $5,000 funeral. Oh God, okay, thank God he's gone. I wasn't born for that. I was born for you know, leaving a big footprint on planet Earth by solving things we've been suffering for decades, even centuries before I was born. I didn't come here accidentally. Mark my word. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I was born to make a difference. I guarantee it. And I got big power on my back. Okay? You believe it? Good. You don't believe it? Your problem. I do believe it. I have enough friends who believe in it. What was the question, Rob? Oh yeah, okay. We talked about charity. Okay, it's not charity, it's not crowdfunding.
Right. Tina said, thanks very much. She works with both those organizations. I've personally worked with the Red Cross in horrible hurricanes all over the United States.
Yes.
They are a blessing, the Red Cross.
Yeah.
The volunteers, the paid, I don't
we
care.
need their equipments. We need their, you know, we've had good relationship when we did that to the earthquake, you know, victims back in February. It was a good, you know, cooperation between us.
Before we move on to Marty and Red, is it okay if we have Vasvi? You were speaking of nuggets earlier today, Ash, and
yeah.
You okay with Vasvi going first? From India. She
Absolutely,
is a
yeah.
golden nugget extraordinary.
Yeah.
Speak to us, Vasvi, please.
Can you tell me how I say your name? Vasi?
Vasvi.
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 Vasvi. Yeah, we chewed a V. Okay, there are two V's. Twice a
Yes.
V. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vasvi.
All right.
That's a unique name. The first Vasvi I've met in my life. Do they call you Vas for short?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought so. I'm gonna call you Vas, easier.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Because if I say your name 10 times, I get hungry. Vasvi, Vasvi, Vasvi. Yeah, so Vas is enough.
Yes,
right,
it's enough. You can call me like that.
Go.
Okay.
Shoot.
Thank you so
nice
much.
Nice to meet you. I like your background. And good morning.
A very good morning to all. And I would love to say namaste to each and everyone over here. And thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity for coming over here. And I would really like to thank Roblynn, taking your names, both of your names together, for your support and
3,000. Not too shabby. Go ahead.
Really. And heartfelt gratitude to you, Mr. Ash, for what you are doing. And as I would like to say, first of all, I would say, I am Vasvi Sharma from India, and I'm 18 years old. As a youth, I feel really very blessed, and it's a privilege for me to be the part of OnPassive. Like since childhood, I was having a dream that I want to do something for others. I want to do something for and in such a younger age, what I can do. I was really, confused from the years. And now after coming in OnPassive, I was like, yes, I have got this and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I would really like to say that OnPassive is going to have an enormous impact on the generations to come. And the very first thing I like about OnPassive is your mission and vision, to lift up humanity. I read somewhere, the purpose of human life is to serve, to show compassion and the will to help others. And you are proving it. So I would really like to thank you, Mr. Ash. Heartfelt gratitude to you and whole OnPassive family, I will say. just keeping it short, and I will say that, earlier when I had recently joined, I was like, yeah, this is the company. But after knowing what actually it is, I was like, yeah, this is the company, the real company, the actual company with the real people. Earlier I used to check my social media, and after that I used to check my back office after waking up early in the morning and in the whole day. It's a huge difference to me. Moving ahead towards what I wanted to ask. You can take it as a question, Mr. Ash, or you can just, take it as seeking your advice. We know that youth right now are not taking initiative that much, right? They are not coming forward So I just wanted to, just want your advice. So what we can do to inspire them so that they can take initiative to come forward.
What state are you in?
JNK, Jammu and Kashmir.
Where are you a founding member, or you came recently to Unpassive?
I'm a founding member.
Welcome. I can tell you something, guaranteed. I was 18 years old once upon a time, long time ago, but I was so ugly, so dumb, so lost. Okay. And look where I am today. You're having a unicorn start. So what cannot be done is the question. There's nothing you want to achieve in your life is not possible. At your age, with your sharpness, with your, you're aware and you're engaged at this age. Oh my goodness. Anything you want to do, go after it. Nobody can tell you cannot do it. Don't listen to anybody. Listen to somebody who will believe in you and who understand your capacity. How much is your capacity? As far as you can think. You're unlimited, you're unstoppable. If somebody can tell you it's too hard, it's too long, you're too young, you're too big, too poor, too whatever, you spit on their face and tell them Ash is going to pay for the attorney because it's an assault, okay? Because I'm telling you, do not listen to anybody try to slow you down. Go after it, and you're going to be anywhere you want to be. And you will be far, far ahead of it. And I will witness that with my friends here. I'll be taking 25 pills at the time.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Vasvi. We love you and we appreciate what you're doing in India.
Vas, we're going to call her because we're going
Okay.
to mix her up with Dalvi, Neeraj. So it's one ends with the V. Mona V. So la vie. What does so la vie mean, Charles? Is that French?
That's life.
Oh, so la vie. Oh, I like it. Okay. Vas V, probably the opposite. Does it mean anything in Hindi?
Vasvi, the meaning of this name is divine.
Is what?
Divine.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Wow.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really
Yeah.
like the energy.
Better than
the
Chat
positivity.
GPT. Like, can you
Yes.
imagine? Like, your name is Chat GPT. Yeah, that's much better. More meaningful. Or TikTok. Very good talking to you. I would love to see you again. We all would love to witness how far you go. You're gonna be way far, more than you think. Trust me. Stay on the right track, and you're within a good community, within the Unpassive family. You couldn't be in a better place. So
I really feel
on
like
our
that.
behalf, thank the person who told you about Unpassive. Very wise, very wise.
Shall we go over to the unicorn?
I think
wow.
the unicorn is going to wrap it up. I have one question from
That
a
would be a
founder.
treat. Yeah, go ahead, Charles. Yeah,
From a founder
take it
before
away.
we go to the big unicorn. The guy says, can you ask if we can promote attendees to speaker?
Yes.
In Oconnect.
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's it. Quick one.
And if you want to have a conference, like you just have about 100 people, everybody can be a speaker.
Right. Oh, talking about that, Ash, when we
You
go
have
to the
conference, you have webinar. Conference up to 100. All will
right.
be speakers. You don't have to enable or
Okay.
depromote or yeah.
So even in the paid version, when we go commercial, the conference will still stay at 100.
I'm sorry.
So
The paid is 1,000 webinar.
right, and the conference is 100.
100. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can have up to 100 speaking at the same time.
Over to you, Marty.
You cannot manage 1,000 speakers. It's no way
right.
possible. Yeah.
It's too much, too much. But okay, before we go to Marty, one quick one, Marty. I know some of us want to be doing webinars. I know a lot of leaders have come up and they want to talk to the new resellers, customers that are coming up. Is the media department gonna get something for us that is more uniform? Like, so if I'm talking to some folks, let's say in Maryland, and Julie is talking to some folks in California, there's some guideline, like a template, like a PowerPoint, whatever. Are they gonna get that for us?
Yeah. Business model, of course.
Yeah.
We got that.
Okay. And
I'll be happy to do one. Remember what we said in the beginning?
Right.
We did the work. Now we can talk.
So how soon can we get that out available? Because we want to reach the folks that don't have access to the internet, right?
So we do have something already, Charles. Okay, and we might just we have it for the business, like when we get documents and licenses and all of that as a business model. I think we might use the same or just like tweak it to the public, like maybe dim it down.
Yeah, because we don't want people talking too much about money, about this, about that.
Yes,
some
again,
kind of guidelines, right?
if we go to the website and just take some content and we can create a new PowerPoint every day.
Oh yes, Marty.
I like that, and I would wish for you right now immediately to start casting the idea of not rushing into presenting. Just keep it down and let the company show you how you present it. I like that, so we can stay on track with a more proper professional presentation.
Yeah, and that is why I stopped presenting.
Kind of unify the language, if you wish. Yeah,
exactly.
I like that. Yeah, I wish we could do it. I know some people are going to jump into the nonsense, but I hope they don't get in trouble. Just
all right, Marty, come on down, brother.
Here we go.
All righty.
I don't have drum rolls. I don't have like
No,
any. I'm just gonna drum here.
I don't need one right now. Look.
All right, come on.
Just got a message from the unicorn. He said, if you think you're riding me up the Burj Khalifa, you need to bite me. So that's out of the question. But no, I mean, we were talking earlier about trust, belief, loyalty, and all that. Listen, I worked a job for 25, 30 years, and I got paid for it. I've been here 4.5 years, 7 days a week. I don't think I missed a day where something that wasn't on passive. Has nothing to do with the job, and it had nothing to do with money. It did not, and I'm one of the brokest people you know. But I knew the impact it would have, and part of the impact happens to be MONEY. But when we talk about trust, if you've been in minimum a year, which all of us have been in a minimum a year, and you don't have the trust, the belief, and loyalty, I don't know what business you're in. The company did everything they said they would do and some. We've done nothing but been given things, so it's hard for me. I don't have questions. I really don't. I don't think about, well, how's this going to work? How's that going to work? I know this. We're going to give as much as we can. He has been honest from the first day. He's surrounded by honest people. I don't need to know the details. You can't squeeze any more out of an apple than you can squeeze out of an apple. He's going to give us what he legally can. I don't care if it's 1 and 1 is 4 and 4 and 4 is 48. The thing is, they do the best they can for us. Never question it. If you have a problem with any of those three, trust, belief, or loyalty, you got to refocus. Listen, I've been looking for unpassive my whole life. Guaranteed, especially when I got online with Mike and Dan, because we brought people with us and they got burned. Every one of them. Even when we looked them in the eyes and said, we're going to help you. We couldn't. We couldn't. It was way beyond us. Did I want it to be that way? So when I see something unpassive that I've been looking for in my heart, not in my eyes, you definitely know. And we should all know. None of us has been in here less than a year. And I wonder sometimes, what is the question? I don't get the question. We know the answer. You don't know all the details. Who cares? I don't care. We're painting a Mussolini, right? We're painting something beautiful. I don't care how it's painted. I could care less. So we need to, I believe, if you have a problem with loyalty or belief or trust, man, you got to look again. You got to look at what you're seeing. Nothing has been done not to have that. I don't just walk around like some kind of idiot and go, I trust everybody, I believe everybody, I'm loyal to everybody. You have to earn that. This company has earned that with me more than any other thing I've ever done in my life, ever. So I wonder sometimes about the questions and what we're asking and what we're worried about. The company has done nothing but give. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because it's a pretty good sized audience. So I wanted to say that. Anyway, thank you. Ash, I love you. You know that.
I didn't know. You have to tell me once in a while.
Well, I'm gonna write you a love letter. Just hold on. No, but I just care that much. You know, I mean, I don't spend hours and hours and hours thinking, oh, I got this much hours, I expect this. I do it because this is my why.
Yes.
It's not as big as Ash's, okay? But my why is what I'm doing right now. I absolutely enjoy it. Find something you enjoy and use Unpassive to get there. Because you can have anything you want. Using Unpassive, you can reach whatever goal you want. I'm at my goal. I'm doing what I want to do. Absolutely. Anyway, thanks.
Kaboom. Remember Colin Powell? He passed away, the defense secretary. And obviously somebody comes from the military. He knows a thing or two about loyalty, between the members of the army. He said success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure. And also he said, as well as loyalty and persistence. Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. All right. So I don't think we can be loyal to somebody without building those ups and downs until you invest in that. Why a dog is loyal to you? It's not going to be loyal to you the first day. After you build relationship, days, nights, you take care of them, dark days, bright days, you build that relationship, then that evolves. And some people aren't loyal to you, they are loyal to their needs of you. We can differentiate that. But be careful, because once that need changes, or their need also change, they go to a different direction, so does their loyalty. So it's not about something we can claim, it's about a process over time. I believe I can relate more to Dan Street's description the other night on Roblynn as well. That was more profound. It's definitely a process, and it takes time to get to know somebody. Once you invest enough, it's a two-way street, back and forth. It's a win-win situation, and then it evolves into that level. But you cannot just acquire or demand that. And you got to be careful, because some people may pretend that loyalty is that salesy. Okay, if it's instant, I'll be skeptical about it. But if you spend enough time and you've seen ups and downs among the journey, then okay, this is real, genuine loyalty. But if somebody comes in and I'm loyal to you, yeah, they praise you, I'll be careful about that, because they might be loyal to their need to you or what they can get out of you. Once that changes, so does their loyalty shifts to a different direction. But it's not going to be a loyal Roblynn live if we don't hear from Red or Dan Street or both.
Right, I was ready to go.
Not going to be loyal.
Either one of them.
You can talk about anything. You can talk about fishing if you want.
I do want to mention something.
No, I'll just jump in. What's that, Rob? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to back my dear friend, Mr. Mufareh, up on the Colin Powell thing. I worked for the Department of Defense in Washington at one time before I retired, and I had the honor to have him in my car as a chauffeur. This guy was the soldier's soldier, never had a harsh word to say to someone who was a lesser rank, and just a true gentleman. I just wanted to back you up on that. The guy was just a heck of a guy. It was an honor to meet him.
After he left the position of being the secretary, he became a public speaker. So I've got the honor also to listen to him a few times. He made a mistake or two. He admits them, and I love his openness and being frank.
Well, he gave me an Army coin that I have to this day, and I'll treasure it the day I die. And I wasn't in the Army, I was in the Air Force, but he gave me an Army coin.
You know why he talks about loyalty, and he says, success is it takes loyalty and persistence. You know why, Rob? You probably witnessed that, because he admits once he left the department, before everybody opens the door to you and everybody greets you and all the privilege, the minute that position is over, you're on your own. You start drinking with a paper cup, coffee, help yourself, all of that. And he was really open about that. He was telling you he was fed up with it. So he tells you. So they were loyal to his position. All right. He tells you that. I love that. It's a good lesson from him. Yeah.
Sure. All right.
You wonder, they're great people in this country. Where are they? Why is nobody's running? Just some old men talking and oh, that was talking about a different country. Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say,
called America.
Red, you want Dan to go, or are you ready? Over to Dan. All right, Dan. Want to hear you again?
Okay. Been talking a lot lately, a lot more than I normally do. But no, I just along the theme of what we started with earlier this evening about being prepared, and I think that we all just have to be prepared and are prepared. All of us on this panel anyway have been prepared for a long time as far as what's coming. And I think in a nutshell, what I would say is that we have to just be grateful for everything that we have. Let's just appreciate all of the hard work that Ash and his whole team have been putting together for a long time for us, and just be grateful for everything we do have to this date. And I know everybody here is, and that's all I have, is just that I'm very grateful for all your hard work and the team and everybody in Hyderabad and in Dubai and gosh, Abu Dhabi and Cairo, and yeah, I just can't imagine all the things that are going on behind our backs right now. Not behind our backs,
yeah,
but
why not?
behind the scenes that are just amazing. So I'm very grateful, and that's my message.
Me too.
tonight.
Well, thank you, Dan. I
You bet.
enjoyed being here so much. I hope you did. That was fun. And that's even before Red takes, a shot. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Ash? Good to be here.
It's about to get better. Yeah.
I've certainly got to take your time. Going down the army route, obviously I'm ex-army as well, but there's always a good saying which fits in very nicely with what Dan's just said as well. Fair to prepare, prepare to fail. And I certainly believe that you have prepared everything within OnPassive to make sure that we do not fail.
Do you believe you can never be over prepared?
Never be over prepared.
Never.
You know, companies are built on foundations. We now have a solid foundation which we can springboard from, because we know that is safe and secure. Nothing is going to shake that foundation for the next level of where we're going to go to. Behind me here, I've got a vehicle which is very apt for what I want to talk about. To get anywhere in life, you need to have the right vehicle. OnPassive now is that right vehicle. You can utilize it. You people, all of you guys out there, you can utilize OnPassive as your vehicle to wherever you want to go. This man next to us here, he has given us the vehicle to utilize. Leverage. I've been talking about it all week. Leverage. It is there for us to be utilized, to be able to use for whatever you want to do, whatever level, wherever you want to go. It is there for us to use. This is the beauty about OnPassive. Whatever you want to go, wherever you want to, and whatever you want to achieve is possible for absolutely everybody. Any level, corporations, companies, businesses, individuals, anybody and everything has the ability to utilize the services and products of OnPassive. This is their vehicle. This is what it's designed for. This is what it's been built for everybody. And the beauty of it is got the features that nobody else has got. It's unlimited, the pricing, everything has been thought of. Ash Mufareh talks about no stone is unturned. Why do you think they have so many meetings? Why do you think they brainstorm? Why do you think they have not rushed anything? Because they want to make sure that everything is covered before we go commercial. One shot, that's all you get. One shot. There's no point in rushing anything until everything has been covered. I applaud every single person who has had any input in OnPassive in any way, shape or form, whether that is the founder who turns up to the webinars on a regular basis, whether it is the tech guys, whether it is the team players, whether it is the individuals who spend 24 hours, 36 hours at his desk, making sure that everything is realized. Everybody has played their part in the OnPassive journey. It is now time. We are ready. The company is ready. Let's light that fuse and let's launch with the biggest bang that the internet has ever seen. Ash, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that. Including everybody. Did you hear Vasvi before? She's brilliant. And she contributes, she adds value to OnPassive. That's incredible. As well as Dalvi.
Can I say something before we leave?
Oh, sure.
Looks like we're about to leave.
We got a couple hours to go.
Are we about?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm killing you.
Now, remember when you came to OP3?
I do remember.
Today, just today.
Yes.
And then you asked Maddie whether Roblynn they have a theme for tonight, and they said Q&A. And then you said, well, no, let's say, are you ready? Because we are ready. So I don't want you to leave without letting the founders know that it's important for us to be ready. You know, because they keep asking, oh, when are we going to activate? When are we going to, go live and things like that? But to tell you the truth, I know a lot of them personally, that if you were to say tomorrow, let's go activate, they're going to be scrambling for that little change to activate, for that money that they need to activate. And we've had years, some of us 5 years, some 4, some 4.5, 3.5, and so on, a year at least. And we've known all along that we're going to need to come out of the pocket a second time. We knew that.
Right.
Okay. So let's just be ready. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Let's be ready.
So what's tomorrow's theme, Lynn or Rob?
For hang on one second. For tomorrow evening?
Yeah, previously you've had over-delivered. Remember that?
Yes.
Probably have a hat on that. Okay.
Funny you should mention.
What about over-deliver? I'm sorry, over-prepared.
Can never be over prepared. We could do that.
Let's discuss that, because remember I said before, every day in life, either you are preparing for tomorrow or you are repairing from yesterday. And we've been preparing. I always said to our teams, it's okay to over budget, to overstaff, to over plan, to over prepare, to repeat. It's okay. I take the O in over anytime, any day, over being under prepared or or come out short. You don't want to do that. So we're going to go after it. Make no mistake. We're going to play big. I'll tell you what, it's a done deal, and numbers don't lie. Okay. I know my wife. Thankfully, she doesn't listen to me, because if she's listening, I wouldn't say it. I say men lie, women lie. But numbers don't lie. I'm not saying every man lies. Okay, just take it easy, okay? But numbers don't lie. Got 2+ million, like short time will be 3 million. Any percentage. You go with the lowest percentage. We got a business to run for life. So it's a done deal. Numbers are powerful with on passive. So we got it. We got so much to sell. We got so much to introduce to humanity and serve. This was fun, but tomorrow probably going to be more fun, because we're going to talk about over preparing and being prepared and never be under prepared. You pick the topic or the title, you polish it, but you get the concept.
I got it, man. I'm tuned in. We're all tuned in, Ash. Everyone that was here tonight is tuned in, focused, plugged in. You name the in, they're in.
Yeah, and thank you for opening your home every night for us and bringing us, keeping you up late. I'm going to have to upgrade to a couple of pills a day soon. If we're going to keep up with this pace once a week, Roblynn live.
We like it. And this one only went 5 hours, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. But hey, I feel it's somewhat injustice. Okay. So for example, even the 7 hours, like, you like the next day, read for 7 hours. Listen, it's not like I talk for 7 hours. Okay. Cut the talk. Okay. I probably come an hour later, right? I let people talk, right? So, I mean, probably was 6 hours. There's a big difference. Imagine the week is 6 days, not 7 days. Massive difference.
Not if you've been up for 20 hours like you. And
so today we started at 9+, 9:30 maybe when I put the message, okay? Right?
Yeah.
So 9:30, 1 o'clock, what is that? 3.5 hours. 3.5. That is absolutely not too shabby, Roblynn.
It's not too shabby.
I was the next up was
it's
going
not
to be
4. You cannot say 4. You cannot say 5. This is 3.5 hours. Okay. All right. And we didn't even play. Like this is just like pure business today. Now we can turn off the stream and we can talk. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Lynn would just like to say a couple of words, if that's okay. Ash.
Yeah, we'd love to. I was gonna say, but I didn't want to pressure her. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so kind of you. So I was going to just say
That's what I do. Okay.
I was just going to say, can you mute yourself? I hear myself twice.
I muted myself.
You did? I hear you. Can you mute?
Yeah, perfect now. I hear you.
Okay.
We
I
hear you
hear
once.
two
Yeah.
sounds. Okay. Well, I was going to just say that.
Yeah,
If,
now it's coming twice. Yeah.
can you just lower the volume, honey bunny?
I turned it off.
Okay. Now I can hear myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, what was I going to say now? Oh, God.
He's far.
I know.
She
I
needs
know.
a broom. Yeah.
I know what honey bunny really means. You know what I mean?
I actually moved to another room to put it out.
You're very funny. Well, I was going to just say that be like me, you guys. This is how I am. It doesn't matter the ups and the downs, good times and the bad times, and I'm passive. My heart stays the same and my mind stays the same. So I have such peace, you know, every day I'm very at peace. I'm calm. I'm excited about what's happening. Yes, don't get me wrong, but I'm also not anxious. I'm not worried. And I think it's a great way to be, to have that type of mindset, because then you can really enjoy this wonderful journey we're on. Because, you know, we're going to have really good memories of these past few years for those of us who have been here for a few years. They're so precious. I don't want to
Bless you, Mike.
them. Pardon? What
Oh,
did you say?
I was talking to my mother-in-law. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just saying, be calm, be confident, be loyal, trust the company.
And be cute. Why not?
Be cute too? Okay.
Yeah.
Try to be cute if you can be cute.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. We're in such a good place. We're blessed. We're fortunate. Just count our blessings and be happy. That's what I have to say.
And a dose of Roblynn life a day wouldn't hurt. Just come on, have fun. So what happened with Teng? Was that false advertisement? Because you said on the poster he's coming. That's why I actually came.
Teng.
Oh, Tang had surgery yesterday on his hand, and there was an issue, and his surgeon called him back at roughly 6 o'clock their time, which is 9 o'clock ours. So
Yeah, no, that's a time. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Is he okay?
Haven't heard back from him, but we hope
Surgery in the hands. What is it? What could it be? Stitches or? He hurt himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a surgical procedure. He had a procedure.
He fell, and you know how you use your hand to brace your fall? So it messed up his thumb. He almost lost his thumb. Yeah. So that's why he's not here. And also Chris Tiazon wanted to be here, but he's traveling. So otherwise he would definitely be here. Chris Tiazon.
Sure. Yeah, daytime is already in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. This was fun, not too shabby, 3.5 hours. Okay. I mean, I hope it was informative. I hope we addressed a good variety of topics, I believe, more than usual. We lifted the cap. I said there's no limit. You can go all the way. So I hope we left, I mean, it's not 100%, but I hope we left no ambiguity in a way, like we left more thing. Before you came and we talked about the percentage and all of that, red, it's all in on YouTube, on the recap. We didn't talk about percentage. We just talked about the price. That was a bait. I hope you will get your luxurious cars, or a couple of those if you like those. I am gonna go. My people are awake now, and we'll see you next time. I really
Okay.
enjoyed it. I hope you got some information.
Thank
How did
you.
I do?
It was excellent, Ash. Thank
Not
you.
too shabby.
I think we'll
Okay.
keep, yeah, we'll keep you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great, Ash.
$4 worth.
For $3.99. $3.99, Michael.
Is that Canadian or US?
Yeah.
We can
I
have
can't-
installments, yeah.
I can't wait till that speech to speech comes so I can talk to my Canadian friends. Right?
I'm looking forward for the autocorrect and the spell check so that Chris can spell.
Pretty good, Rob. Good comeback. Oh Lord.
I don't even think it'll be that good, Robin.
Ash, check your phone. I sent you a picture that Rel Warcon made. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
A comment or?
Oh, look in your text. A picture.
And a comment.
No comment. Oh yeah. Marty, I sent it to you.
She's gonna regret it. Okay.
That's a discussion on the Roblynn tomorrow. How we get Marty?
You know what's the problem? I'm not gonna say your problem, but you know what's the problem? Some people still like they hear it from me and they just take a walk. Like, you know, when I said, oh Lux or oh Booking or Target, they just took like, okay, they didn't get it. But when I say, and including the unicorn climbing the tower, take me seriously, okay? You'll see. You are gonna see.
I'm gonna pay to see it too.
Do not mess with me because
job.
I am crazy. Okay. Okay, you'll see.
As long as I can videotape it, that's all I care about.
We'll do it for you. It's gonna be videotaped. All right.
Ash, thanks very much from Lynn and I both.
Always a pleasure. Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on. Whenever you come on, the sky's the limit. So
It's
thank
the
you.
family. I love being here. Thank you. Good
All
night.
right. Good night. Good night, everybody, or good morning,
night.
good afternoon. Thanks for coming.
Everybody.
Good night, everyone. Yeah.
Night, everyone. Love you.